Hello, everyone. This is Tales of Turam. We're back again with another session of the Marked Few. I'm here today with, I believe, everyone besides just Bill because he decided he wanted to leave the game because of things that were going on. If anybody wants to say hi, you can say hi.
Hello.
Howdy.
Hello.
Hello.
I'm surprised Ghesh is here. Anyways,
Hola.
Why are you
because
surprised?
you never wake up for sessions.
That happened like once.
3 times at
Twice.
least. That
Anyways.
3 times at least I
Anyways.
have come into your DM store.
Anyways. So, last we left off, the party had spoken to the leaders of this Church of Knowing as they were seemingly enacting a machine and a plan of some sort, eventually starting combat with them. Barely managing to survive a few turns, eventually Zarius flew one of the commanders out, seemingly in aid of the group as the generals seemed to command him to return. The party managed to dispel whatever was taking over Zarius, and following the general into the strange doorway and portal that had opened behind him. Many of them entered, but only 2 of them managed to actually make it to the other side. Looking towards each other, they saw the machine was starting to spark and about to explode, and so they were seen by some strange scientists. They ran, grabbing whatever they could from the room, and began to leave the church as it exploded behind them. As both Ghesh and, I believe it's Moros, correct?
Yes.
As Ghesh and Moros made their way outside the church as the explosion happens behind them, and an iridescent burst of color and energy, sending stone flying behind them. They looked towards some of the buildings to see why was the Aryan Heights back and refurbished again. Wasn't it just in disarray due to the strange storms, and wasn't it just night when they went in? And as they started to look through a few shops, they eventually saw a calendar, which put the date back a year and 2 weeks. Because I got it wrong last session. It was a year and 2 weeks specifically. As they come to this realization, I'm going to put some music on and then we'll start. /play. Inputs. V. Alright. So. As the 2 of you rush from the church and your visions clarify and you begin to look around you, you realize you're in a beautiful place known as the Marble Plaza. Immediately enveloped in a symphony of sensory delights, the explosion having happened but a few minutes ago. The vast expanse of polished marble beneath your feet reflects the sunlight in a dazzling display of brilliance, casting prismatic hues across this square. The square is a large, open, kind of circular design, and in its center is a beautiful fountain. Surrounding you are grand buildings adorned with intricate carvings and soaring spires, some of which are brass in design similar to what you've seen throughout the city. The facades a testament to Draconia's architectural mastery. From the balconies of many of these buildings and storefronts you catch glimpses of opulent homes. Oh, sorry. That's the same thing. I seem to have wrote the same thing twice. You see homesteads and shop fronts. Their windows adorned with colorful draperies and potted plants. Small balconies overflow with cascading vines and vibrant flowers, their tendrils swaying gently in the breeze that coats this floating portion of the city, known as what is called the Pinnacle of Draconia. The air is alive with the heady fragrance of blossoms mingling with the subtle scent of earth and the faint hint of incense from nearby temples. As you wander further throughout the plaza, you come across lush gardens teeming with life, Tall trees provide shade from the sun, their leaves whispering secrets in the wind. A network of winding pathways leads you past bubbling fountains and ornate structures towards the actual center here, which you could see because the plaza isn't just a flat plaza. It does have stairs that lead up to different balconies and different houses and whatnot. But where was I? Let's see here. Each one of these structures, masterpiece in craftsmanship. Though the craftsmanship is very elongated and curved and draconic in design rather than elven like you would assume from this kind of craftsmanship. Magical lanterns hang from wrought iron lampposts and brass moorings, casting a warm glow that bathes the plaza in a soft, ethereal light in its darker spaces. The air is filled with the enchanting melodies of musicians, strange musicians. It sounds like less wind instruments and more string and drum-based instruments being played. And the laughter of children playing amongst the flower beds, and you could hear the sound of flapping wings as drakes and drake riders, dragonoids, fly above you. As you begin to descend some of these staircases, passing by a few large spaced alleyways, because even though they are alleyways, they are the many different walkways of the Marble Plaza are wide open spaces. Like each alleyway here, the smallest you've seen, is probably 15 feet wide. And there is very little trash here. Most of the buildings are supported with marble pillars. You can see large brass spires. You see a large coliseum in the distance. You see a few shops and a few individuals. You see walking around providing pamphlets to others. You can see beautiful shop signs that seem to have chalk on them. And as you begin to approach the center of Marble Plaza, you see a large fountain and a statue in its center. Probably very recently created, because the base of the statue seems to have bits and pieces of vegetation. But as you're coming through, you see a statue of a humanoid man in a toga. And then as you start to get closer, you also see behind him are two other pieces of the statue, two other figures that are covered in vines and different pieces of vegetation. The man in the toga, not. As you begin to descend down these stairs, you see people moving left and right. People are talking in the plaza. People in regal attire. The Aryan Heights that you find yourself in are the pinnacle of Darath, where the council holds their chambers, where Zai is the district's councilman, where many lavish commodities can be found here and there, if you can pay the right price. As you begin to descend, you pass by an alleyway, and someone moves from it and bumps into you. As you both turn, Ghesh and Moros, trying to figure out where you're going, kind of encapsulated by the beautiful design of this city, which, Ghesh, you've seen maybe once or twice, but you, Moros, never.
Yeah.
You turn to your right, and you see a familiar face. Prostate Boy, if you'd like to describe your character.
You see a semi-half-naked man kind of fumbling and stumbling about, looking around confused, and then when he turns to Moral, so what's your character? What's your species again?
I am a human, a variant human, if that matters.
Gotcha. I'm turning to you, and then you're going to see him just sort of stumbly reach out his arms towards you and just throw them around you and say, "What happened? What happened?"
Oh, Othan!
Yeah. Where the hell are we?
Othan, you don't know this person.
Oh shit, never mind.
If you recall what I was telling you guys out of character.
Strangest sense of deja vu overtakes you.
Yeah, okay. Hey.
I'll say the scene still happens. Like you feel a sense of knowing this individual, and you reach out before you could even think. And then as you pull back for a second, hearing the voice, you do not know this individual.
Okay.
Sorry. You know me?
Do you not remember? Why weren't you at the gate with us? Did you took me through it?
I just bump him with my elbow. Remember where we are.
Oh.
You
Okay.
can see guards are running up and down the staircase past you. One of them passes by, looks towards you.
Hmm?
Captain Ghesh, you should be in the hospital. I'll come back here. Stay here. And he continues to run. This man in this half-plate armor with a cape over his shoulder, a guard of the city.
We should also go.
We need to find a place to stay.
We need something to cover me up because I'm gonna cause a lot of problems.
I'll.
As you just
Does
heard.
my cloak from the general I got from the ship have like a hood on it?
No, it's kind of like, think of like, have you ever played Fate Grand Order?
Yeah.
Think of Blackbeard's coat.
Oh, okay.
It's
Okay.
basically like a pirate coat.
Okay, let me check my.
If there was a hood,
spell-
it's been torn off long ago.
All right, let me check my spell list real quick. Let's see if I can help you. Oh no, I cannot. Okay. Okay. Gesh, do you know a some type of inn around here that might not recognize you, like in the slums or something?
You start
maybe?
to hear like armored footsteps past the alley that Othin came from, and you see like people running down like an alleyway. They're like, "Where did he go? Find him! He can't escape! He's..." And you just hear them running and talking as you suddenly hear a and something begins to fall, and it lands on top of Othin. Othin, make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Gotcha.
I hope I break your spine.
It probably will. It's gonna stab me like a cat bar.
Oh god.
Back that smiles back children.
What?
What?
Oh.
Huh?
Oh.
Can I use
Don't imitate me, you little...
Would I be able to use danger sense for this, or
No, you can't see it.
Okay, fair enough.
What did you...
Do I notice
16.
it?
No, guess you don't. You guys hear the sound, and you just watch as a cloaked individual falls down, and Othin takes a step backwards as they hit the stone floor. I think we know who this is, right?
Yeah.
All right.
They does.
Jotun, you suffer
Damn it!
10 points of bludgeoning damage. You land on your ass.
Fuck!
You guys see landing there on their ass and starting to step back up, looking around frantically. If you'd like to describe your character, Jotun.
Alright. You see this, like, just through the cloak, you can see he has a tail, but he's not a dragonborn. He's pitch red, just... He looks really mean, but you can obviously tell there's a glint of fear in his eyes as he stands up and looks at you with horns, red. Again, not a dragonborn, as a tiefling stands in front of you. Cloaked. He's got 2 daggers on either side of him, and he looks up at you.
Your character's
And
name is Eodis, right?
Yep, Iodos.
Iodos. As you stand up and you're about to say something, you look up into the face of the captain of the guard.
Fuck.
Gesh.
Fuck.
Yeah, fuck everything.
I just imagine us both saying fuck at the same time.
Okay, listen. I was frank. I didn't do it. I know your whole job is to bring me in, but I didn't do it. I swear.
Don't
He's
need to
backing
worry
up
about
against one of
you.
the walls really quickly.
You don't need to worry about me, I'm also not Rams. I'm also somewhere where I'm not supposed to be, so let's go.
You guys are hearing a lot of armored footsteps. You hear, "I think I heard him this way," and they're starting to approach you. What are you all doing?
Shit.
Oh no!
Could
Run
I?
in the opposite direction.
Wait. Actually, instead of like running, what if we all just like sort of stand there, but kind of have our new red friend kind of stand behind us, kind of crouched,
Yeah,
where
but
like
I'm
you can kind of
still-
cover.
I
Yep.
recognize
Can I
that.
roll the stealth? Can I roll the
still-
stealth to try to like hide behind them?
Sure.
Yeah, like hide behind the wall. Create
Sure,
like
as
a
Gesh
wall.
goes running because he doesn't want to be seen as well.
Yeah,
Okay.
both it. I'm the
Mhm.
captain of the guard who
25.
currently should be in the hospital.
Oh, okay.
You did hear that
So-
conversation, Othin.
Oh, okay. Okay. Hospital.
So as the guards are starting to rush towards you, what are you all doing?
I'm actually gonna kind of wrap my arms like around him, like a man would to a woman he's like kind of cuddling, and just kind of use my frame to kind of hide him and have him kind of turn his head into me, sort of like a public display of affection that would make people kind of be like, ugh. I don't want
Which
to look at
one, the tiefling or the dragonborn?
that. Tiefling.
Okay. You grab the tiefling and you immediately pass your stealth check. I'll say tiefling.
All right. I'm very much so whispering to him right now. If you try to chase me, I'll stab you.
So the two of you are standing there, correct? Just waiting.
Yep.
Yeah, we're just waiting for them to go by. Waiting for them to go by, and then we're gonna make our way to Ghesh.
All right. Make me a deception check. Because
can we get advantage?
Ghesh has already left.
Okay. Can we get advantage because we're both working at this?
No.
Okay.
He's not helping you. He's hiding. And
Do you want me to roll deception?
No, only him. He is
Okay.
deceiving. You are hiding. If his deception check goes wrong, they're going to look at you guys more intently as they pass by.
Okay.
Okay, give me 1 second.
If you get me caught, I will castrate you.
You're gonna need a bigger pair of scissors, son.
I'll ask this, Moros. What are you doing? Did you go with Ghesh or did you stay there? Because you guys are being very quiet.
I will. God, if I go with Ghesh, your
19. Holy
check
shit!
is not gonna fucking work. So
19.
I will pull out my book, kind of leaning against the alleyway wall, and I'll just like pretend to be the awkward friend that's just waiting for their buddies to finish whatever the fuck they're doing.
Okay.
And I'll kind of make it so my frame is a little bigger, so when they're running towards us, they might not be able to see the tiefling. But if they looked back, they would might see him pass.
Well, they're standing in the middle of this alleyway, and it's 15-foot wide alleyway.
Oh, can we move over next to the wall?
Yeah,
Like, next to
move
the
over.
wall?
I
so we're like,
thought we were next to the wall because you described that as I was
backed up.
Yeah,
next
but
to
the
the
rest
wall.
of the party wasn't, and then you said, can I hide behind them? So I thought you ran over and hid behind the big
Oh,
wall.
okay, yeah, that's
Oh, okay, yeah.
So I'll say you guys can move towards the wall, sure. As you do so, what'd you roll?
19.
19.
You rolled well.
You see, as the group of guards are passing, like a few of them like push past you. You can see this one human amongst them that's like wearing this fancy clothing. He has his hair slicked back. He's like, "Oh my, what a wonderful look!" And the guards are pulling him. He's like, "Come on, Jonathan!" And they keep running as a single guard. This blue scale dragonborn keeps walking. This big female dragonborn about large size, large muscle starts to walk by and stops. She's in plate mail, well, half plate with a cape over her shoulder, stops and turns around and stares. Roll me a stealth check again.
Buddy, sneaky,
Alright.
sneaky, please, sneaky.
I made this whole character around stealth. 17.
As she opens her mouth and releases a breath of lightning. I need a dexterity saving throw from the three of you, please. As she does notice you.
God.
She rolled a 19 on the dice.
God damn.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
oh, God.
I love this game. I rolled a nat 1.
Okay. You suffer 8 points of lightning damage.
Yep.
I'm typing
Otin,
it up now.
Oh,
I'm
Orphan,
rolling them right now.
Basilius. Because
rolled
you're
a
both
20.
like standing right next to this, so she's assuming you're both the same.
Four.
What'd you roll?
Four.
4?
4, quattro.
All right. Sorry, I don't have to roll again. 4 points of lightning damage. Moros,
I really wish we
dirty
had the
20.
captain of the guard to cover for us right now.
you only take 2. As lightning strikes through the three of you, you look at her and she has gotten, and you hear anybody who speaks Draconic hears, "They're over here!" As the guards who are running by, Ghesh, as you like pull back into another alleyway and watch this from a distance, you watch the guards who are starting to run past you stop, and you see a few of them like trip on the stairs and nearly fall, and they turn around, you hear, "Did they say they're over there? Let's go back," and they start to rush back. What are you doing, Ghesh? Still hiding?
Distraction, Dash. Distraction.
Yeah, I think.
I think I might have a plan. I'm not sure if it's gonna work though.
Reminder, Ghesh. Moros is over there. He's in danger, but also the Tiefling and Othin, strangely enough.
Mhm.
19, man. That's so unfortunate.
Well, they rolled a 21 in total.
Like right as they are passing by me, I'm just using my unnerving breath.
You're going to kill these people.
No, unnerving
Bad idea.
breath is they are getting incapacitated for a few seconds.
Okay. Okay, so I want you to be aware. I rolled for the bard, and I rolled for the group of guards. Both rolls were natural ones. So he watches like the bard turns around and goes, "Do you smell that?" I hits his head on the ground and starts to roll down the stair. You hear ding, ding, as his loop breaks. As the rest of the guards all just like pass out on the ground. Like you go up to them to make sure they're still breathing because that doesn't seem good, and like their pulse is very low, and you get the feeling might have had a better effect than you thought, and they might be out longer.
Bro, you
as the
put them unconscious instead of incapacitated.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
the guard is still.
Hey.
He hits a barrel on the way down. Anyways, you watch as like the blue dragonborn woman turns around and sees this, and he's gone. I need everyone to roll initiative, please.
Oh boy.
Jesus Christ, man!
I have an idea.
That is wild.
I was saying, yes,
hey, guys.
you do recognize this, and well, not from the guards. This is a member of the Dovin Temple,
Oh no.
Please.
Wait. What does that mean? What does that mean?
specifically
What does that mean?
a paladin.
What does that mean,
Oh,
Ghesh?
I hear,
What does that mean
guys.
for
I
us?
really want to use Okran.
It
Again,
means that
a
she is a
paladin.
paladin of Dova from their temple.
What does that mean? Did ally, friend, good person doing her job? We gotta kill her? Do we just say, oh, this person's a bitch? Do we slaughter
We
her?
don't know.
Dova is
don't
the
know, like-
goddess of dragons and is a lawful creature.
Okay.
So the fact that she's working with the guards means she's doing her job and she's being lawful about it. But seeing as how you just made her entire group unconscious and are protecting what seems to be a criminal, she's getting hostile.
I hate this bitch already.
I know.
How about, hey guys, since she's just an idea, because she is just doing her job.
Well, what
I
do
don't
you guys
think any of
roll
us
for your
evil.
initiatives?
I rolled a 19.
I rolled a 13.
Okay. Othin?
I rolled a 21.
Oh.
Damn.
Pretty good.
Okay, Gesh?
12.
Okay. So, it is Othin. Who had the 19?
Me, Jotun. Or Iotis.
Moros, Gesh.
God, the tornado
Alright.
doesn't eat
So
me.
as she like turns around and sees she's surrounded, she starts to pull off this large greatsword on her back, which was hidden. Well, no, that was hidden by her cloak because you couldn't really see it off her shoulder. As she starts to pull that out, you can see there's a beautiful golden pommel to it. It's this beautiful, deep, dark gray steel with a beautiful leather red hand wrap. She starts to pull it off. Shing! What are you doing, Othin? As she has just pulled her sword out, but she's not currently attacking at the moment because she is not in initiative right now.
So I'm gonna say to her, ma'am, we don't want to fight. We just want to leave. Your friends are okay. Your friends are okay.
Hold on, I have an idea.
Okay, can I hold my action and then
Sure.
pass it on? Okay, hold my
Yeah.
action, pass it on to the next
What are you
person.
holding?
Holding my rage and
You
my
can only hold an action. Well, you can have your turn go down in the initiative if you want.
basically,
but,
yeah,
Okay.
Yeah.
So
down initiative.
where do you want it in the initiative?
Who said they had a plan?
I did Moros, which I'm like third to go.
All right, I'll wait after him.
Okay.
I'm not.
Okay.
So
So
your
My
friend says
plan-
this. She says, "Hand over the tiefling." Tiefling, what are you doing?
I was gonna say my plan was to run over and try to hold her hostage. How far away are the unconscious?
Hold them.
Now.
Past her.
What? No.
Past her, about 30,
Past her.
45. Well, no. From you, it would be about. She's about 20 feet from you because, like, she stopped, turned around, saw you all, and then released her breath because she didn't realize it was you until, like, you failed your stealth check. So she's about 20 feet. They'd be about 50 feet.
We
Can
go
we
the
go
other
take a
direction.
hostage?
We go the other direction. We just book it. Book it.
All right.
I remind you, she's a large creature.
It's
So
gonna be a
you're not
bitch and a half
getting
to
out
find
of this
Steve
alley
Castle.
past her without her getting attacked.
No, we just dip. We just dip, bro.
Hold your turn, please.
Okay, I'll
Yeah.
hold my turn. I'll let
Until when?
after Othin. Yeah, I want to see what Basilius has in store.
Please, Basilius, we riding on you. I don't want to kill this bitch. She's just doing her job, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna try and kill her.
Alright, so you guys are all like, like, all like looking around, and like she's moving around too, like stopping you from
We
going
don't
around
want to
her.
fight. We don't want to
Super
fight.
hesitant.
Moros, you see like everything that's happening here. You're still on the wall, like after getting singed.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
I close my book, kind of authoritatively, and I'm like, cease your hostilities. I am Moros, Archmage of Archmage of the Snow Queen herself. This tiefling has committed a grave crime in my country, and I've tracked him down to here. It is within Snowden's rights
6
to demand
seconds. That's,
trial.
you get like half of that. Make me
Okay.
make me an intimidation check
Can I do?
with disadvantage
Persuasion?
because he has no idea who the fuck you are.
Ah, damn. Okay, I was gonna try and go for deception.
Well, you're
Can it be deception?
Well, I'll say this.
I would have had
In this instance, it's less. You could try to be deceptive, but she wouldn't. It's not really to the point. You don't get the feeling that she's going to let him go just by saying, "Yeah, he's wanted in my country." This
Fair
would be. You would have to either be telling the truth and trying to persuade her. You can roll deception if you want, but it's going to be a higher DC, I'll say.
Just go. I would say, bro, go
Because she
with
doesn't
the
recognize you as a
intimidation.
noble, so it wouldn't really be
16.
beneficial. 16? Is that's deception?
Yeah, it's deception.
Unfortunately, she looks at you and just snarls.
All right, boys.
And that would be
like,
that is your free action. So what do you want to do with the rest of your action as you're saying this?
Shit.
let's not kill
As
her.
I'm saying it,
Fucked out.
can I try and I don't know. No, it's probably too late to try and increase my.
We have an action, a bonus action, movement
Credibility.
left.
Okay. Shit. Okay, that didn't work, guys. I'm sorry. Okay.
Alright.
Let's
Okay.
see.
Hold on,
I
it's still his
have-
turn. Is there anything you want to do? You got a little bit of time left because I don't want to stay here the entire session, guys.
I got an
Alright,
idea. So here's the thing. I'm just gonna shapeshift into a big old lion.
Hold on,
Everyone
it's-
jump on me.
Hold
Bad
on.
idea.
Don't be playing like this when it's Moros' turn, please. You could say something when
True.
it's your turn. Yes.
My bad.
Moros, you cannot
Yeah.
move your turn down because you've already done something on your turn.
Yep. I'm going to cast darkness
Alright,
so we
so-
can run.
As you're saying this, and she snarls, you just like point at her sword, and an area of darkness appears around her and you guys because you're within 20 feet of her.
I was gonna cast darkness. Now I don't know what
Well,
to do.
now I get to save. We can just run.
Well, you guys can't see shit.
Can we? Run?
Yeah, but
Oh
wouldn't
wait,
it
no.
be a
I'm
patch?
I meant
You gotta go with it.
blindness.
Blindness, deafness.
Yeah.
Okay. What's your saving throw? I shouldn't even be asking this because of how high she rolled.
17.
Alright, she rolled an 18 on the dice for her lowest number, and a natural 20 for the highest one.
Okay.
Oh shit.
So, as you cast this spell at her, you see her take her weapon and just cut the magic in the air as she stares at you. And gets angry.
Damn. Okay.
Is that your
Well,
turn, Moros?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Okay. Can we? I need this help.
Luthen.
All right, boys. I'm thinking about dipping. Y'all want to dip? You guys want to ride a giant cat?
And cause a lot of attention to ourselves, I guess.
Oh, either way, we're in trouble.
We're really not. I have so many ways to get out of this.
I'll go after him. I'll let you go. I'm moving my spot down
Unfortunately, you
behind the
already moved your turn, and I'm not gonna
Yeah,
allow
you
to move
already
it more
moved
than
your
once.
turn, so you can't.
Shit.
So it is your turn.
All right. Well, I guess I'm just gonna grab. What's your character's name again?
It is written
Listen.
on my name.
No, not
Yodas.
you.
Moros?
Oh, me?
Yodas. Yeah.
Moros.
It's written on his
Well,
too.
Which one, the necromancer or the tiefling?
Moros.
Okay.
I'm just gonna look over to him, pick him up, and
Pick
then
up the
I'm just
necromancer.
going,
Okay.
yeah, pick them up, and I'm just going to say, "Meep, meep," and then just run. Main action dash. Oh no, bonus action dash. And then
Wait, you can
just
bonus
move
action
30.
dash?
Yeah, because the barbarian subclass, I chose the passive traits of the hare, and it's called escape. You can take the dash, disengage, or hide action as a bonus action on each of its turns.
Wait. When? What? I thought we were using the one that we created.
Yeah, this one.
Hold on. I don't understand here. Give me a second here, because I think I might have misread it when we did this shit. Give me a second. Aspect of the bear. What do you mean? Hold on. Let's see.
So I'll pull it up real quick.
Oh, you're a totem warrior. I see.
No. So it's
He's
a
a
different
homebrew class, but I didn't
Yeah.
see this when he sent it to me before.
So, totemic transformation. No. It's Spirit of the Wild. Starting at 6th level, your connection to the wild, spirit tiefling. You assume the physical characteristics of animals even when not raging. After a short or long rest, you can choose a beast you can transform into and gain that creature's passive abilities, such as pack tackets, amphibious, keen hearing, and sight, etc.
You turn into a bear, you said?
No. I just have the passive effect of escape that the hares have, and I use that to get an extra.
Can't grab both of us.
I don't know. Would it cost another action to? Could I just scoop both of them up and just?
Wait, so what creature are you taking it from?
0 CR hare, HARE.
Okay. Give me a second.
It's the big rabbit.
Hair. Their ability. Okay.
Escape.
Yeah, sorry, I just didn't see that when I was originally reading it. That's why I'm like confused.
If you don't want me to do that, I can just scrap
No,
it for right
it's
now.
fine. It's fine. I'm just wondering what it was. Sorry. Anyway, so yeah, so you grab your friends, and what's your strength score?
My strength score currently, when you go back to the right Google Docs, is +3 currently.
+3. No, score.
Oh, 16.
16. How much do you weigh, Eodis?
I weigh.
No, Moros. How much do you weigh? Because he grabbed Moros, not you.
I weigh like 130 pounds, I think.
Plus the items you have on you. How much do you weigh?
Oh, plus okay. Plus the items I have on me
Mhm.
is. Let me take a gander. At
You
my
said 16,
items.
right, Othin?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I have a carrying capacity. My bag of holding is 15 pounds, and then I'm just going to pack a bunch of this shit. Plus, 60 pounds of carry weight.
Okay.
So I am 195 pounds.
Okay,
Oh.
so as you grab him, Othin, and you start to rush, your movement is halved.
Okay,
And if you grab
so
Eodis as well, your movement will be quartered. Well, halved and then halved again. So if you have a 40-foot movement, which I think you do, it would be down to 20, then down to 10 feet.
so
Don't grab me.
nah, I think you're fine. You're sneaky, and pretty sure you have some type of dex thing. You start hopping, skipping. So yeah, so main action, so just 20 feet, and then bonus action dash, so 40 feet. So I grab him and 40 feet.
And then what's your main action?
Was grabbing him the main action?
No, grabbing someone is not a main action. You just pick them up.
Okay, well then,
Picking something up that is very heavy wood, then yeah. So you would be moving at 80 feet then in technicality, because you're doubling the movement you've already moved. So as you move 80 feet forward, you get to the edge of the alley, it turns left and right. You can see to the left there's a staircase that goes down on one half side of the alley. On the other half side, it goes up into what seems to be an apartment where you can see like an elf on a small balcony. Well, not an elf. A dragonborn on a small balcony is currently watering some plants and looks down. Ah! And he like goes to shut the door, but you're at the edge of the steps. So if you wanted to go up there next round, you could. Not on your turn.
You want to go up?
To the right, there's just like it just continues upwards and on a slant rather than like stairs. But anyways, that is your turn, Eodis.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so is there anything other than... Is it literally just a completely empty alley, or is there like trash thrown
There's
around?
vegetation, there's like little bits and pieces of like artifice around here, so like bits of bronze things and not much trash. It's a pretty well cleaned area. I will
Okay,
say
but, like,
the alley you're in is like on the side of like two buildings. So there's a few like flower areas. There's like this beautiful archway made of like struts of metal with hanging vines and stuff above you. You fell through one of them, but it's pretty open.
Okay, so is there anywhere else I could without going
You could what? You're cutting out, man.
Is there anywhere I could go that could go without me having to pass by the Dragonborn?
Backwards, the way that your friends just went.
I'm going to just book it in that direction.
Alright.
Action dash.
All right. How fast is your movement?
30 feet, so it'd be 60 feet total.
Okay, and do you want to use your bonus action to dash too?
Yep.
All right. You get to the end of the alley, and you have about 40 more feet. Do you want to go left or right? Left is the description of the down and up. Right is like the small pathway that just continues upwards without any stairs. You do see the Dragonborn on his like balcony starting to turn around towards the door as you get there.
I'm gonna turn left.
Left. Okay. Now, do you want to go up or down?
Up.
All right. You guys watch as the tiefling runs, jumps on the wall in front of you, and just wall runs up this staircase, gets to the top to the Dragonborn. You have 10 feet of movement left. What are you doing? There's an open door to your right. You could jump off the balcony going forward, but the Dragonborn's right there. What are you doing?
I'm going to dive into the open door and try to hide in the room.
Do you close the door, or do you just dive in?
I just dive in, leave it open.
All right. You dive in and try to get inside. You cannot take the hide action, unfortunately, yet, because you have no
that's fair.
actions to do so.
I just meant like flavor text hide.
Yeah. You get in there and like pull yourself behind the wall as the Dragonborn looks in and goes, "Guards! God!" At this point, Ghesh, what are you doing? As you see the big Dragonborn's like looking around like, what the fuck is with these people?
In the alley that I'm hiding, can't I continue just going down the alleyway?
Yeah, you could leave these fuckers if you wanted to. Don't be a
Fair
team
enough.
player at all.
Fair
No, I
enough.
mean in a way where I could end up connecting back to them.
No. You're on the opposite side of a staircase that's 30 feet wide that bisects both alleys.
And to get to them, I would need to pass the big Dragonborn, right?
Yes, you would need to move 30 feet, and then an additional 20 feet to get to the Dragonborn, and then an additional 80 plus feet to get to your friends. And you guys have to set up nowhere to reconvene.
Pretty much.
Well, we literally met in an instant and then immediately got attacked, so there was no...
Well, hey, that's how life goes sometimes, you know.
What are you
You don't
doing,
have times to...
Moros, do you have the sending spell?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, you would know he does.
Okay, yeah, then I would just fucking dip because he can contact me.
You begin to dip as the Dragonborn looks back and forth to decide who to go after.
He's not me!
Ghesh, roll me a d10. On a
Oh, no.
7 or higher, she goes after you.
Oh,
Let it be you,
shit.
Gesh. You have the best chance of getting out of the...
Yeah, pretty much.
Go Ghesh!
Okay.
Hey.
I don't want
Why
to go
could
after
you
me.
catch up to me?
Everyone,
Because
she
I'm already-
rolled a 10, just so you guys are aware. She is large size,
thank God.
Ghesh. And she is one of the Dragonborn with wings.
Oh, God. Oh,
As at this
no.
point, you're turning around, and everyone, Othin, as you're turning around, like looking to see if she's coming after you, she stares backwards and then turns around, and you see these this one large set of wings, these two wings, that take up the rest of the alleyway, pop out of her back as she charges about 50 feet forward, getting pretty damn close to you, Ghesh, about 30 feet behind you, and you suddenly hear a Ghesh, I need you to make an athletics check as she tackles you.
Oh my.
Oh, shit.
Oh, sorry. Oh my.
Stop being gay!
She's a woman!
Liking women is gay!
Fuck! Oh no.
She goes to tackle you, and you manage. I'll say at this point, you feel the arms wrap around you. You grab them and throw them off of you into the wall. Roll me a d6.
Oh god.
Gesh, you might be able to play this off. Get the captain.
3.
She suffers 3 bludgeoning damage. Okay.
Oh, no.
Well, actually, what's your strength modifier?
5.
So she suffers 8.
Okay.
As she gets thrown into the wall. In fact, because of her weight, yeah, no, that wall breaks straight into the room
Holy
next to you, and you're
shit.
like, I should get going. Do you run back to your friends who are far away, or do you keep going?
Help me.
Help you with what?
I
Bro?
would run towards my friends,
All right,
and I would.
Yes.
You look at this, stop, and immediately rush back the other way as Othin, you look up at the Dragonborn, he goes, guards! And he's like starting to look towards and shout out at this point, but the Dragonborn's gone. You watched fucking Gesh just RKO her through a wall, and he's coming rushing back over to you guys. What are you doing?
Gesh is a fucking
What
menace.
are all you
I
guys
heard-
doing? The Dragonborn is like pulling out, he's pulling out a dagger and pointing it towards you all.
I'm like,
Is there a back door to the building I'm currently in?
As you look
the
around the
room
room, it's like it's a basic living room. There's a few doors here, a staircase that connects upwards on the left side of the room. To the right, there's a doorway that connects to a kitchen, and behind, opposite side of where you came in, there's a closed door.
All right, I'm gonna try to go up the stairway that goes even farther up.
As you head up the staircase, there seems to be a beautiful office room here. You can see plants of many, bookshelves, a desk in the center, and a small small circular window at the top of the room that's glass, and you can see a small balcony that's right next to it that seems to have a staircase going up it. And as you stare out the window for a second, you can see the top of the city, not top of the city, but pretty high up in the city. It's a window that does not come out, unfortunately. It's put into the wall.
So you said the stairwell is on the other side of the window.
No, the stairwell curves up to a small balcony that's below the window, so you can look out of it, because it's about a 15-foot tall window, and then it's about 5 more feet to the roof, which slants, but you're on the ground below that, so you can't really see out of it.
Okay.
This is a small window.
I'm gonna run up to the window and try to get a look around of.
Alright. You get a look around, make me a perception check. Meanwhile, the rest of you, what are you doing?
I'm going to turn to the man and say, I apologize, sir. I'm going to run right after the tiefling and kind of follow him up.
You push into his room. He's gonna make a strike at you. Make me what's your AC, Othin?
My AC currently is a whopping
Remember, no armor.
14.
Dick out. 14. He takes his dagger and slashes you on the foot. You immediately stop moving right next to him.
Yes, what the fuck? Niggas.
And he deals to
Yeah.
you 5 points of slashing damage. I would like you to make me a Constitution saving throw.
Bro, he has a poison dagger. What the fuck? Let me see, 59. All right,
I will say,
so
as you're running to the room, you could see there are a lot of plants in his room.
Oh, no.
He seems to be some sort of botanist.
Plus
A random
2.
character I made up on the spot. I was like, let's go with a botanist. He definitely has
16.
poisons and shit. And then you guys rush into his fucking house.
DC 6, I got a
We look right now.
16 con
16.
save.
You managed to succeed against the basic paralytic poison.
I'm like, oh,
He looks at you and goes, shit. And he's going to, you guys see him, start to fiddle with a pouch he has. He seems to be grabbing for something in the pouch. What are you doing, Moros? And Gesh, at this point, you can see this guy, and he looks down and he goes, guards! People are breaking in! As he's trying to reach into, he recognizes you, Gesh.
You just
You
hear- you
are
just
a
hear a
very
super,
recognizable
muffled-
face. Yeah.
Fuck.
All right.
bro, you pull the
Can I
homie, pull the
just
homie
go
card.
forwards and run
Sorry.
the other direction?
Sorry, Jotun, I don't know you. I'm gonna wrap my hand around Othin because they're holding me,
Mhm.
and I assume since we stopped at the balcony, I can still see down the street and whatever.
You can see down the small alleyway, yes.
Yeah, I cast Dimension Door.
Okay.
Yeah.
That will get me 500 feet. I'm not sure if I can. If I can get us out of sight, but I can send a sending spell to the
Yeah,
tiefling.
you
after.
suddenly touch Othin and they both vanish, Gesh, as the guard goes, they got away! Guard! And he starts to rush down towards you, Gesh, as you hear, the blue dragonborn is starting to rush your way, Gesh, but she doesn't seem to see you at the moment. as you kind of like walked up
Oh,
the staircase
no.
a bit, and you're out of the way a little bit as she starts to rush forward. She's getting into the alleyway that she just came from.
She wants snooze now.
What are you doing, Gesh?
Okay, one comment because of what you just said.
You can also see, as you get up to like the top of the balcony to talk to this guy, as he like meets you halfway, he starts to explain everything that's going on. You look over the balcony, and you can see a blink of a spell, and Moros and Othin are starting to like slink into an alleyway, and just like closer to you, because they teleported beyond them, you could see a group of like 3 guards rushing up the alleyway towards the commotion they just heard. As well as you look backwards towards the other way, as 2 guards that were going to investigate the church are starting to rush back. Meanwhile, up in the attic room, Eotis, you look out the window, and you see 2 wyvern riders starting to approach what they hear as well.
Shit. Fuck. I look around the room, and I look for anywhere to hide, because it's pretty obvious that if I get out right now, I'm gonna...
Sure, make an investigation check.
Alright. Investigation. Ooh, my investigation's actually good. 9.
9.
Oh, shit.
You see a closet, and you also see a back set of doors on the opposite side of where this window is, like, but on the lower part of the attic room, and you go over and you like try to open them. They're locked, unfortunately. At this point, Gesh, what are you doing? Because this is taking a bit of time. You're like, and you're looking around trying to find a good place to hide while Gesh is walking with this man.
Yeah, I will say, okay. Guards are coming to catch this man in your house. I will try to catch the ones that ran away.
Thank you, good sir. And he like pats you on the shoulder. Oh, no. That'll come out soon. And you look down, you could see like this very vicious looking purple and red powder that was on his hand as he clapped your armor. He like rubs it off. Make sure you get yourself checked if that got into any wounds you have. That'll be very deadly.
Yeah, okay.
Nani.
As I will just dip as well.
You start to run.
Yeah, like, I will pretend I'm following off. I'm trying to catch Othin and Moros.
All right. I'll say like your character's like looking up and everything. Make me a deception check as you rush past these guards.
This is bad.
This is not good. No
I'll give you
bueno.
situational advantage because you're the guard here, the guard captain.
Please don't roll double nat 1.
Nah, he's not gonna go. He's not like that.
He's gonna roll 1 nat 1, I just know it.
18.
All right.
Okay.
So 2 of the
thank
guards
God.
that you run past look at you and go, "We'll go help the citizen," and they run it, and the other one goes, "I've got you, boss," and he starts to rush with you.
A motherfucker.
God damn it.
I was
You also look above and you see, as he splits off, he looks over, whistles, and says something in Draconic, which you understand. He goes, "This way, we got runners!" And you see one of the wyvern riders pulls off and starts to follow you from above.
Oh, fucking hell.
I'm just too good at what I'm doing.
Man, when they said you were in the
Good.
hospital, I didn't believe them. Looks like I was right, boss.
Yes.
Did you get my
Yes.
chocolates?
Oh my god, did you get it?
I just say,
It's this young dragonborn man. Well, no, sorry. It would be this young gnomish man that's like mid-early 20s, blondish, sandy hair, peach fuzz on his face. Doesn't seem to be too old in the guards. He's probably a new kid.
We ain't killing this guy. We ain't killing this guy.
I am saying, try to catch the one that's hiding in the house. I will get the runners myself.
Roll me a persuasion check.
13.
You just came back from injury, boss. I gotta make sure you're fine. I got you. Don't worry. But we can send the... And he looks up to the wyvern. Never mind. Go to the house. But you managed to get the wyvern off of you.
This is uncomfortable.
That's fine. No wyverns. That's good. We're all.
Hey, you have a
great.
necromancer in your party. This is great.
Everyone but me is doing really good right now.
You just,
Hey, I carried
just be faster than me, then it's alright.
So, as the wyverns and the blue dragonborn descend upon the house, Eotis, What are you doing? There's that one door you can't seem to get open, like, immediately, unless you want to try to lockpick it.
I
There's
wanna
the
try to
doors
lockpick it.
downstairs. Okay. Do you have thieves' tools on you?
I do. Well, would I after escaping because I just
Yeah, you got all your shit back. Make
Okay,
a
then yes,
slide,
I would have.
Are you proficient in sleight of hand?
I am.
Make a sleight of hand check.
All right.
If you weren't, I'd be mad.
I only asked that because it's easier than saying make a dexterity check with proficiency.
26.
26. Easy. You open it up and you pull in and close, and this beautiful opaque glass door. Like, looking through it, everything's clouded on the other side, but you can still see like movement and whatnot. But you pull in, and it's very dark in here. As you start to pull in and push back, you feel like grass or something pushing against you, but you don't care as you push back a little bit. And you begin to hide. Make a stealth check for me.
Yep.
Red and green, they definitely do not clash.
27.
Ooh.
27 stealth.
27.
Holy shit.
At this point,
Holy
you hear, I think this is where he went. I didn't see anything different about the rest of the rooms. Oh, he definitely came in here. Look at that. And he shows that things are out of place, as guards are going to be looking at the room, and the Dragonborn woman is also going to be looking as well.
Oh god, she's here too.
Yeah. She lost them, so she went around.
Lady Deathstrike.
You could see, you could hear, like, what sounds like the wyverns land on the opposite place where the window was. You could see, like, a wyvern looks in with its eyes into the actual room through the window.
Hello? Yeah. Sorry, everything just cut out for a second.
You see one of the wyverns lands on the roof opposite side where that window was, and its eye is peering in, looking into the room, from where your door is. And then, like, you also hear above you.
Oh god.
As you hear from above you as the wyvern takes off. And then you hear, alright, well, he didn't go in there. That's locked very tightly. I think he escaped, unfortunately. How would he have escaped? There's no other points of entry, are there? No, but he must have gone back downstairs. I'll look where I want to look. And you hear, that's not really nice. And she opens the door as you see the big Dragonborn walks in.
Oh god. Perception. Oh god.
I'm so scared.
She begins to pass by you as you can see, like, lightning is sparking off her scales onto her armor a bit.
Hold your
She,
breath,
like,
hold your breath, hold
stares
your breath.
directly at you.
Okay.
Pulls out
Don't
her
say that.
sword, like, in your general direction and raises it up as it starts to glow.
Can I cast darkness, like, in the very back of the thing to try and, like, make it seem as if the darkness came from, like, the darkness of the closet itself?
Well, you're not in a closet. You're in a room past the one you were past. There was the closet and there was the doors.
Okay, yeah, I'm sorry. Wrong mental image.
So as you're about to cast a spell, she looks around and goes, I knew something smelled fishy here. And she turns towards the guards. Arrest that man! And she points towards the botanist, as she goes, for possession of illegal substances. And she looks around, and then burn this place to the ground once you get some samples.
Oh,
As she begins to walk out of the room.
I just think to myself, fuck me!
Roll a nature check as you look around at this room.
oh god.
Nature check.
Fire? You might be fine, Jotun.
Yeah, you're resistant to fire at least.
Oh yeah, taking half
Okay.
damage of 1,000.
15.
Yeah.
We don't recognize these plants, but they look very nice. There's purples, greens, blues, very bright colors to them. It really is. They smell really nice too. You like take one. Make me a Constitution saving throw as you start to cough a little
Damn
bit.
it! I would say my character wouldn't do that, but I was genuinely getting ready to say I'm gonna try to take a piece with me and like smell it and see
Yeah,
if it's
yeah. I figured you'd be looking at these things. Motherfucker, who keeps suppressing me? I figured you'd be looking at these things.
Oh,
and drawn to
21 on the
21.
Constitution check.
You manage to hold in your coughs just enough. Like, you see the Dragonborn look around and shake her head like, eh, and continue around.
Oh wait, is it weed?
No.
Okay.
But as you see some of the guards come in and cut a few stalks down, you see them take a small orb and it floats in, and suddenly there's a flash of energy. You wait a second. And you see it come back, and they hold it, and it projects an image of the room.
Oh God.
That's not good. That's a natural 20. You see one of the guards
Oh,
goes, What's this over here?
Oh fuck.
You stay here. I'm gonna go check it out. As Eotis, one of the guards, like pushes through the heavy like grass and reeds that exist in this room towards you in general. And as they get towards you, they push it open, and their face is directly in yours, and they go, "Oh, what are you doing?"
So they very obviously just saw me, right?
This one saw something in the picture and has now seen you. Yes, that was a natural 20 on their roll.
Oh fuck.
Okay, I'm just gonna look at them desperately, like with like trying to like make crocodile tears in my eyes, and be like, "Please help me! He kidnapped me. He's making me go around town to steal. I don't know. I don't even know where I am."
Make me a deception check, please.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Get in that 20. Get in that 20.
Please. No. 9.
Did he get
Oh,
advantage?
Jesus
He starts.
Christ.
Wait.
He like starts to turn around and he goes, "Tim, what are you doing?" His neck is very revealed at the moment.
Oh, don't. Are you He's just doing his job, man. He's just doing his job, man.
I'm a thief, not a fucking murderer. I'm just gonna. Can I like? I'm not gonna try to karate chop him. Can I try to climb the plants of the room to try to get somewhere he couldn't see me and try to hide again?
It's not really. It's stalks, but it's like very fragile stalks.
Can I try?
You could try. Go ahead and make me an acrobatics check with disadvantage.
Your expertise, right?
Nope.
Oh God.
Nope.
Ooh, plus 10.
That one.
So you go to
No.
reach for one of these things, like you're getting pretty high, and then you grab onto like one of the vines that's hanging from the ceiling, and as you grab it, at this point you hear, "What did I just hear?" And you hear as the dragonborn's coming upstairs, and the guard at this point goes, "We found him! The tiefling's in here!" And he pulls out his sword. I need you to roll initiative.
No.
I will say it, since you got that vantage point, you did see another set of double doors on the opposite side of the room.
Okay. 19.
19. You are going
Oh, God,
first. So
good.
what are you doing? You see the guards like looking through, but you fell to like the bottom soil. It's nice soil. It's nice, plump. It's nice and soft and wet to it. What are you doing?
I am going to. I did not build this character for fighting.
This is a loose initiative here because they're searching for you while trying to capture you now.
Yep. I'm going to just try to blitz past the guy. I'm gonna action.
So you're going to the doors that are already open that the dragonborn's coming from.
No, the double doors behind him.
No, those would be the open ones. I said on the opposite side of the room behind you are the other double doors.
Okay,
Those are
those are the ones I'm trying to fucking go for. I'm sorry,
Okay.
I thought it was behind him, not me.
No, there's a set of double doors behind him that are open that everyone was already at. So you don't want to go there.
No.
Okay, so go ahead and make me. Are you trying to do this stealthily or blitz it?
Myself.
Could I do it stealthily? I thought he was staring right at me.
No. Fucking listen to what I say, please. They are searching for you
He
because
had his sword out at me, and
Yeah.
they were calling the other guys up to come get me.
he had his sword out at you before you tried to climb up the reeds, and then you fell. And I said he lost you in the reeds because you hit the ground, and they're like passing by huge grasses and stalks here, so they can't really see everything at once. So when he like pulled his sword out and turned around, you were gone. And he's like, "The fuck?" So now they know you're in here, and they are searching for you. Is the thing. So
Okay,
they actively know where you are in here, but not exactly where. Which
All
is
right,
why
then yes,
initiative
I
is
will.
rolled,
I will
yes.
try to do it stealthily.
Make a stealth check for me, please. And you have advantage since no one sees you.
29.
Alright. You manage to get to the doors pretty easily. As you get there, you can see like the Dragonborn is looking in and trying to piece together where you are. No one sees you at the moment. As you go to... God damn it, these doors are locked too.
I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy on the other side of the room for an instantaneous sound that's like a cry of a raven or a rumble of thunder. It's just a really loud sound. I don't really I'm not trying to figure out what it is. And when the sound goes off, I'm gonna fumble with my thieves' tools and try to disarm the lock.
Okay, it goes off, and you see like all three of them look back towards it, but they all look around again. They seem to know what magic is. This is a land of magic. Go ahead and make me a sleight of hand check, please.
28.
The DC is pretty high, so the DC is pretty high here. I said it at 25, just because you're trying to pick it very fast without them noticing you is the thing.
Yep.
So
and I rolled a 28.
So you get a 28, and it's a very easy lock, but it's like you're looking over your shoulder, making sure they're not coming towards you kind of shit. As you pick it, you open it, and you see this large balcony here, and you run out. As you do so, you see like a few large sky ships are flying through. You can see like the tops of like a few other archways that go over a few of these other balconies and whatnot. You can look to your left and see the center of the marble square. To your right, you see like the broken, burning church. What are you doing?
They'd never expect me at the church. How far down?
I will say there are guards there investigating
Okay.
the church, and you know this.
Okay. How far down? Like, straight down, how far would it be?
It's about a 15-foot drop to like the tops of the roofs and like the archways and whatnot that are like lower than this one.
Could I try to scale a bit down and then try to jump down to, on top of the roof?
You could make an acrobatics check.
11.
Okay. So you get down about 10 feet. I'll say you get down about 7 feet down one of these like small struts that goes down that seems to be an irrigation pipe that leads out of the room. And as you're starting to climb down, you suddenly hear, and you look up and you can see the Dragonborn above you starting to pull her head up as she's about to release a breath weapon. And you look at her and you see, well, you suddenly hear behind you as underneath you a wyvern lands and stares up at you. As you haven't seemed to be fast enough. You could drop down and try to run, but the wyvern's there. You would have to get into, like, be underneath the struts and whatnot, but it's going to be hard with them chasing you, is the problem. So I'll say at this point, you're stuck on the lead pipe. What are you doing?
I'm gonna have to try to make it towards the wyvern.
Okay. You immediately slide down out of her range of the breath, and she looks down and says something in Draconic. I don't think you speak Draconic.
Nope.
As you continue to rush across the roof, the wyvern is like striking at you, and you're managing to dodge out of its ways. Make me an acrobatics check to see if you can get underneath the small patterns of the roofs.
I rolled an 8.
So as you're dodging out of this creature, you're trying to find a hole in these roofs and whatnot, and eventually a large claw just slams you into the ground, well, into the roof as you suffer 7 points of bludgeoning damage. And I need you to make me an athletics check to see if you're restrained. Or acrobatics. Right. Acrobatics, be specific.
Acrobatics?
Yeah.
Alright.
Because you're better at acrobatics. 15. You man, actually, let me roll because this is contested. It slams you to the ground and you feel caught as the wyvern's holding on to you. The guard pulls out a long spear and is just holding it down towards you. What are you doing?
I scream out, all right, you've got me! You've got me! Ease up! I surrender!
Are you telling the truth? You can still cast spells and whatnot if you wanted to.
I'm telling the truth.
Okay. The guard.
They've got like half the fucking city's guards looking at me.
That's not half the city's guards, fucker. That's like 7 people.
It feels like it. It feels like it.
Out of character, there's 2 wyverns and like 7 people. There's like thousands of guards, man.
Alright, well, if you're ever running from 7 cops at the same time, it'll feel like half the city's fucking cops are chasing you. So.
Anyways, as he looks down, he goes, good. Now I just need to, and he like pulls out a small stone that seems to have like a translucent crystal color, and he starts to, in Draconic, which I don't think he speak, and you see him like talking into it. You see the captain of the guard, well, not the captain of the guard, the Dovian church individual, the blue dragonborn lady looks over, gives him a nod, and walks back in. As you can see, like the other wyvern that was flying, you see the guard on top of it is talking on it, listening to it, responds, and you hear in common, because that one's not a dragonborn. Fucking hate you, dragon folk, always talking Draconic. Alright, well, I'll circle back, see if I can find their friends. Hold on to that one for a minute or two, I'll be back. And you see him circles and starts to head down. Not towards you. The guard looks down to you. Looks like we're gonna be here a minute.
I hate you so much.
It's at this point, Eotis, roll me a perception check.
Perception, alright. What was my perception again? Not great. 3.
3. Well, you don't need to hate. Well, you don't need to love me. You can hate me. I have a lot of haters, after all. At this point, you watch you suddenly feel as the roof that you were on just suddenly cracks and falls out beneath you. As the wyvern seems to, pace backwards not to fall, you suddenly fall into into another alleyway. As you stand up, you see the wyvern's, looking around confused above you, and it looks down towards you. And then suddenly you see a black beam hits it, and then a sphere of darkness surrounds the wyvern. What are you doing?
Poor guy.
So only my hands are restrained?
No, you're fine. You fell through. The wyvern did not.
Okay. I'm gonna get up and run.
Alright, you get up and you rush past what seems to be this cloaked individual who's just sitting in the alley reading a book. As you rush past, it looks up at you, and you hear in your mind, "See you later." As you continue to rush by, you suddenly see the cloaked figure just takes a step and then disappears.
Fuck yeah, I love Deus Ex Machina.
Other people, Ghesh, as you're walking with this gnome, he goes, "Well, boss, good to see that you're okay. Anyways, I don't see anyone. Do you? At this point, you're passing by the alley that you saw your friends walking through. As you see them hiding a bit further in."
No, I don't see them. Maybe we should split up. You go that way, as I point to a random direction, and you go
Boss,
that way.
that's a
Okay?
wall.
I would point towards the direction where he could go. Of course.
All right, I got you, boss. And he starts to walk towards the center square as you turn towards your friends in the alleyway. What the fuck, Eodos?
What did he do?
Anyways, the rest of you. You see Ghesh just sends the other person away and starts walking down the alley.
Oh. you just see him slightly shaking because of the sheer adrenaline he's in right now.
You and everyone else, bro.
Moros, what are you doing?
I'm gonna
Oh,
cast.
wait.
I'm gonna cast message to Ghesh.
You
as
see
he's,
him right in
walking-
front of you.
Oh, I thought he was walking down towards us. I wanna.
Yes.
Okay, I still want to cast message so no one hears me. I want to say, keep walking past us. We'll come behind you. Go towards a place that's safe.
He's walking directly to you. You guys slinked off into an alley. Never mind. You weren't listening. You waste a message spell. Because you see him walking directly towards you after sending another guard off.
All right, as he
Alright.
comes up, I'm gonna say, "Hey, so you're not gonna turn us in?"
It is complicated. I am in the hospital right now.
And you run. Okay, well, all right. So I'm just trying to understand. You're the captain of the guard, but you're not working with the guard, right?
It is a complicated situation right now.
We should have this discussion in a more secure location.
Yes.
Well, I mean, where else are we gonna go?
Agreed.
Wait, what?
Wyverns are,
Go.
wyverns are flying above, but they don't see you at the moment.
I'm like, oh, and you're alive. Okay.
Eotis is not there at the moment.
I'm not there yet.
Oh, I thought you said something. I was like, oh, I guess he was here. I'm gonna say, so
I didn't mean to say that in character, sorry.
my bad. You all want to step into a bar or something? We have a discussion about what just happened.
Before that, hey Goblin, can I cast Disguise Self on can I cast it on myself and then cast it on 2 other people? I know it has a range of self, but I just want to know if I can.
No, you can only cast it on yourself.
Okay.
Mhm.
Then never
yep.
mind.
And so this place is very clean. There's not going to be anything I can try and get off of someone. Correct?
You can buy stuff. There's shops and carts around, but
I'm a half naked dude. I don't know. I think like a sore thumb.
I'll give you my coat, but you're gonna have to give it back to me. That coat is dripped. I want it back.
Okay, I'm gonna take it and wrap.
Spider.
I'm gonna take it, wrap it around myself. Thank you. And so okay, so I'm not too familiar about what's going on right here. A lot of things look different, but is there any place that you guys know of that we could crash for a bit, so we can like understand where we're all coming from? Because I don't know you guys, but we ran from the cops, and so now we're accomplices or something like that.
I'll say, as you guys are walking, talking about this, you see, as you continue around the plaza, not trying to go into the center, you eventually come by the side of a large establishment. Let me see, what did I write down for it? Give me a second here. You see a small hanging sign that says the Golden Griffin Inn.
We're going in there.
It seems to be a luxurious inn adorned with gilded decorations, gilded look to it. So it has, unlike the marble of everywhere else, it has a few like stone pillars of marble, but it has this beautiful, deep brown wood on the outside, kind of lining it. It seems to stick out a little bit.
Before we go in, Morris, would you have a decently sized piece of cloth with you or something? So you can
Actually,
get
I
used-
might. Let me check. I do have a silk rope. I could It would take too long to unfurl it, but maybe as like a
Ooh.
cowl or something.
What we're trying to do?
Because I was
Like-
planning to do like a cowl.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we get slap that on DM real quick?
What?
Can I unravel my silk rope and let Gesh use it like a cowl?
It'll destroy the rope, but yeah.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't mind if that. I have hemp rope as well. Well, not hemp. You know what I mean, the standard one.
And it's
So-
more like a mummy wrap because it's thin. It's not meant to be like a bunch of silk just rolled up. It's thin streaks of rope, silk that have been tied together.
Yeah, that's yeah.
I don't
I'll
care.
unfurl it and let Gesh use it as
Yeah,
a cowl.
like the objective is covering my face.
That's fine. That's fine. You can do that. How well it'll in bright lights, people will be able to see through it because it's silk. But you're good for now. As you guys step into this beautiful inn, you see adorned on these. You see a beautiful small like levieway that goes down. Not levieway. A small descent in the very center of the room with a hearth. Who would have guessed it? That's my favorite thing to do in inns. But it seems in the center of it, there's this golden statue of a griffin that seems to be in the center of it. You see around, it's a circular inside. On the outside, it was like almost the shop's front was octagonal to an extent. Well, very detailed, like very angular. And as you step in, you could see a staircase on the right side that circles up to the back and up to the next story. And there's a few stories to this inn. It was about 3 stories tall, maybe 5. You're unsure. It was pretty big. You see small little gilded decorations that lay the area. You see a few plush couches and furnishings, a carpet, and a front desk that's to the left of this angular wall. As you enter in, the front wall has a few like glass windows to it. And as you enter in, you could see like a few individuals having discussions around here, a few that are regally dressed, a few that aren't, that are seemingly serving those that are regally dressed. And you could see a small hanging chandelier that seems to hang just a little bit above the griffin statue. And behind the desk is this gnomish woman who seems to be behind the desk, just standing on a stool or something. She's dressed in this beautiful white clothing underneath with a small vest that goes over, no sleeves on it, a sleeveless vest, and it has golden buttons that go down. She wears this beret on her head with a small feather that comes out, and a pair of glasses, and a single earring on her right ear. She has slacks on, and she is dressed... Well, actually, no, she wouldn't have slacks. She has slacks, but they're underneath a... it wouldn't be slacks. It would be some sort of pants, but they're underneath a skirt.
Okay.
And you could see a few other individuals dressed similarly to her walking around the area, talking to any of these individuals that call them over. So you get the feeling this is more of an attire of the area. And you can see a small pin on her lapel that is a golden griffin surrounded by an octagon of white.
All right. I assume I'm probably the best dressed out of all of us, so I'm gonna walk up.
Well, you could be dressed however the fuck you want.
True, but this seems like a fancy stuff. I'm gonna walk up to her. Excuse me, ma'am.
Not one Othin should be it.
What can I do for you?
I'd like to rent a room, preferably one that has 3 to 4 beds. If
Well,
that's okay.
most of our rooms don't have 3 to 4 beds. They're pretty elaborate, but they have couches and whatnot that could be slept on.
Couches will do nicely.
All right, we do have big beds as well. Are you here on dignitary business? You here for just staying the night? What are you looking for? Are you looking for dignitaries, traders? What are you here for? What's your business?
Well, originally I came here just for a couple nights stay, but traders sounds interesting. What does that entail?
Oh, well, we're an establishment that's well known for hosting dignitaries, as well as I can't think of the word. It's like for neighboring countries, they send ambassadors,
Diplomats?
higher-ranking individuals of higher standing in society, nobles, things like that. We host them for nights and whatnot. We are a very well-established area with high-ranking clientele. Sometimes the low-born folk come in, but not really too often that can they afford our rooms. But they are very good rooms. That is why they are highly priced.
All right. Well,
We
I would
do
like
have
to...
dignitary and trader-based. If you're a well-known trader of the Traders Guild here, or the Commerce Guild as they call it, which is fucking stupid. Mind my manners. Apologies. I'm low-born myself, but got a job here. Or if you're a dignitary from some other place, we can give you a. If you're here on dignitary business or ambassador business, we can give you a special discount.
Oh.
But you'd have to prove yourself, of course.
I pull out my documents proving I'm the Archmage. Would this do nicely?
Let me see.
Here you go.
Marstethin. Snow Queen. Heard she, never mind. That was gonna be kind of rude. What kind of business you... shouldn't even ask. She rolls it up. Here you go. Would you like a penthouse? Would you like, what floor do you want? 1 to 6. There's 6 floors.
I'll take a penthouse.
6th floor it is. Alright. And your discount would be 50% here. Due to Archmage and magical business from another country. Alright. And how many nights would you like to be staying for?
2, 3?
3.
I'll say 3. 3.
3?
3.
Alright.
3, number 3, my lord.
Out of character, how much money do you have, Basilius?
I have 6,250 copper, 3,000 silver, 1,500 gold, and 50 platinum.
Okay, and that's all
So
the
my
bag of holding
man
us.
is loaded.
So,
Yeah.
as she looks at you, she goes, all right then, for 3 nights, for 1 penthouse suite, the usual 6th tier costs about that much. The penthouse, we have 3 of them. 2 of them are currently in use. The 3rd one, which, the penthouse is called the 7th floor, but it doesn't matter. The only one we have left is the Lover's Lavish. It's kind of geared more towards sweethearts and romantic things, but it could be used by others. I'll just have to get all that stuff cleared out, so it'll take a few minutes. But for 3 nights, that'll cost you with the discounts of 50%. Usually, for 3 nights, it would cost you 12,000. It's going to cost you 6,000 gold pieces.
Oh boy. What's the conversion rate of platinum to gold again?
10
to 1.
10 to 1, yeah.
I would only have 2,000. I don't think I can get enough gold for that.
Well, 10 platinum to... Well, 10 gold to 1 platinum.
Oh, right. Okay. So I think I'll get
How much platinum do you have?
50.
50. That would be
so give me
500
500.
gold. Yeah.
I only have 2,000.
You just told me you had like 10,000 gold, man.
No, I have 1,500 gold.
Anyways, how much silver you got?
3,000.
Okay, so that's about 300 gold.
You want to just do for one night, and then we can figure out what we're
What
going to do later.
about... I'd rather not spend so much gold for 3 nights. What about 1?
1 night. That would put you at 2,000 gold pieces.
Let me get on that.
It is a
That's-
penthouse. If you don't have the spending money, we could put you on the 6th floor.
Let's go for something smaller. We don't need something
I'll go
fancy.
for. You're right.
Second floor.
This is a private matter anyway. 2nd floor, please.
2nd floor. All right. For 1 night or 3?
3.
3.
3 nights. All right. That'll cost you 150 gold pieces.
Easy.
Okay. Yeah, easy. I'll hand her 100. I'll hand her 160. 10 gold tip. Keep the change as a tip.
Thank you very much. It's gonna take us a few minutes to clear out all the extra. So go ahead and sit around. Maybe talk to the other clientele unless they don't want to talk to you. And she steps up, takes your coin, gives you a small pass. It seems to be this. It's like it's like a small brass card, and it has a small sigil in the center of it. Don't lose that. That's your room key. As she gets up, she goes and to the back, and you hear. Anybody here speak Gnomish?
9. I have come from Warsaw and Draconic.
9.
Yeah, I speak Gnomish.
You hear. Get rid of the sex things. Oh, wait, no, you're not in that. You're not in that room. Sorry, you're not in that room. My bad. You hear. They paid for a tier 2 room. I forgot that they didn't get the sex room. Never mind. Anyways, I don't know why I came back here. Sorry, this is the DM forgetting you didn't get the sex room.
It's too late. They've had sex in all the rooms.
God damn it.
Not in this one. We're abstinent. Jesus Christ is king.
Anyways,
I did not like that dice roll.
at this point, you guys sit down, and what are you doing for the next... Actually, no, you don't need to sit down for a few minutes. You could if you wanted to.
I think we're just going to be kind of talking amongst ourselves, waiting for things to get like quiet before we can start explaining what's going on. Anyone opposed to that?
So, as you guys begin to walk towards the staircase, you suddenly see bursting in through the door what seems to be Eotis, who seems to be looking around and starting to take out a small, similar room key to what you guys have, a small brass key, brass card as he begins to walk towards the staircase. And Eotis, you notice the rest.
Just get out.
Hey.
You guys aren't gonna turn me in, are you? I've had a
No.
very exhausting day.
You guys are still in the
And I'm
lobby, by
not
the way.
guilty.
You guys are still in the lobby.
Come with us.
We were running with you. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, my baggage boy, come with me. I just secured a room for us.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, sir. Are you talking to me? Oh, yeah.
I was talking to Eotis to give him a cover.
My bad. Okay.
As you guys push up the staircase and eventually get to your room, you get to a door, and there's no handle, there's no like keyhole or anything, and as you push the card to the door, you see the glyph on it shines, and the door just dematerializes as you see your room is now open to you.
Perfect. I'll step in.
I walk into the first room I can, and I just collapse on the bed, exhausted.
Okay, so once again, it's a room. Do you go to your room, Eotis, or their room?
My room.
Okay, you go to your room. You're fine.
I described it oddly. Yes.
So
I go to my room.
even for a second tier room, it is still a 150 gold room. As you walk in, you see this beautiful living space, about pretty fucking big. It's probably bigger than, like, it's probably as big as a normal house.
Oh shit! Damn.
Well, a normal commoner's house. So it's about 1,000 feet, 1,000 square feet at least.
Still pretty damn good.
You can see a few couches, a beautiful fireplace, a magical one that doesn't create smoke, a small kitchen that has a beautiful like half wall in between it and the living room and the kitchen. On the opposite side, you can see a hallway that leads to about 4 other doors. And as you push through, there seems to be 2 rooms, both with large beds and a couch inside, as well as a desk for each room, as well as 2 extra rooms. One that has a latrine in it, and one that has a large bath in it. And each of these rooms is pretty big as well. And the hallway isn't like a 3 to 5 foot large hallway, it's a 10 foot by 10 foot hallway. It's a pretty big room. As you're in here, you can see it's decorated with many different small pieces of metal, glass, and other pieces of furniture-like things, and you can see what seems to be plant life that's hanging everywhere. You can see a window that has curtains pulled across it in the main living room, and as you open it, you can see this large, colorful, multi-stained glass window that overlooks a bit of the town, because you're about 200 feet, not 200 feet, you'd be about 150 feet up here with the second story.
Okay.
Holy hell. What
And
kind of room did he...
this is similar to all the other rooms that, like what you have, Eotis.
My room is better.
Damn.
As you guys like go back out and like look in the hallway, just make sure no one's listening. You see walking past you towards another room, like looking confused as they're holding a card. V, if you'd like to describe your character, please.
Walk around, tad bit confused. Hang on, I gotta do one thing here. Sorry. Walking around, tad bit confused is a somewhat muscular-looking turtle man with various sticks and whatnot poking out from the back of his rather large shell. He's about 5'3", and has basic clothing upon his body. Some of it seems to have been stained a tad bit with dirt, almost as if it's part of the fabric from how often it's been used for dirty tasks. As he's looking around trying to figure out exactly which room is his, he's not quite sure.
Turtle Man, as you're looking around, you suddenly see an individual poke their head out of their room, and they make eye contact with you.
If you don't mind my asking, I got a room, but I can't figure out exactly where it is. Do you have any idea how to tell?
Who's
Who of
poking
us?
your head?
I'll say whoever wants to could be looking outside the room.
I think I would.
Okay. Gesh,
Yeah,
as you look out, this man talks to you. Eotis, you hear the commotion. You poke out the opposite side of the hallway from their room, and you see this turtle man as well.
Could you give me your card?
I would show him my card.
As they show you the card, it's this beautiful amethyst-like card. It shines. It almost looks like it's carved gemstone with a beautifully made intricate sigil in the center of it. You can see writing in like runes that are carved into the side of it. It's very angular. It's not like flat like your card either. What languages do you speak, Gesh?
Common and Draconic.
Okay. You recognize the draconic runes are very intricate, and you get the feeling this is probably a few floors up, if not a penthouse card.
Damn.
That
That's-
card is for a room with bit more on the upper floors.
Okay, my bad.
I'll say you didn't know
Okay.
that because the person you were trying to contact bought you the room for a bit.
I was not aware. I didn't purchase the room myself, so I have no context.
I would go to the reception and ask for which room this is. Again, which floor?
Who's at the door?
I'd go up to the turtle man and start asking him questions. You look different from those who are usually around here. What's up with the shell? What's up with all the holes?
I don't know this very kind of
Wasn't
access
an
to one.
accident. The shell itself is a part of my body. Do not concern yourself with what the holes are or what's in them.
Moros, as you peek your head out, you recognize the individual standing there.
Oh.
About a year or so ago, your sister was talking to this individual, and he seemed to
Oh,
be
God.
requesting passage to Draconia.
Oh, thank God.
A strange archaeologist that had been recently traveling south of Marstethent, the continent you're from.
I thought I was about to say this is your brother-in-law.
No.
What do you-
You do
Oh, it's
recognize
you.
him as Okrin. That's the name you're given.
Yes.
Okrin. It's been a long time.
Mhm. I'm
Okrin.
trying-
You look at this individual and you recognize the Archmage of Marstethent's Snowden, which is the capital city of Marstethent. Snowden, run by the Snow Queen, the person who gave you the ferry up to, who allowed you to ferry up to Draconia. This is her brother, Moros. You saw him a few weeks ago, and he didn't get on the boat with you, so you don't know how he's here. Maybe he can teleport. You're not sure.
Oh yes, I do believe I remember you. You're the, you said Ice Queen, right?
Snow Queen.
Snow Queen. You're the Snow Queen's Archmage, yes? As I'm looking at more, Claren's character.
Yeah. Yes, indeed.
You
Huh.
see Iotis just turn in awe. Archmage.
Yes, indeed. And you will
Yes,
be
did
quite
he
the
not tell
favor,
you?
little.
I'm not that little.
Little
Wait,
tiefling.
let me see how tall you are. Hang on, you might. I want to see if you
Yeah,
further.
but it
Tiefling's
looks-
6
You are
foot. What
not.
the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, I am large.
Dude.
I'm tall.
What's
Yeah, it's a
Moros'
big fan.
height?
Moros is like 6'5", I think.
Damn, you're taller than the rest of the party. Well, you're almost taller than the rest of the party.
Actually, no, we're the exact same
You're
height.
also I
Yeah,
am the
we're both-
Oh, we are?
tallest.
Well, I meant little, not in literal size. I meant
Moros
like
6 foot.
he believes you
Yeah.
lesser than who?
Yeah, I am 6'5".
I think I might have overskilled myself. I might just make myself a bit smaller. That's like,
Yeah, I am by at least 5 inches
Anyways,
taller than everybody.
continue.
That being said, what brings you here?
Looking into some personal matters, though. You are a. What were you again? A archaeologist, right? That's why you came
Yeah.
to Snowden.
Yes, that is why.
You might be useful then. I do have an ally I would like to remake contact with, but she can only be found in a ruin that's far from here.
What?
So you
A
might be
ruin,
of
you
use.
said?
ooh.
I would greatly appreciate
Yes, I
being
know,
able
I
to see
figured.
such. That being said, I should probably speak with my contact first about something else I found. But if you're still here tomorrow, I'd be more than happy to discuss this.
Yes, absolutely. Whenever you're finished with your business, you may find me.
At this point, you all hear and Okrin, you turn around and you see, everyone sees a cloaked figure in a blackened cloak with these beautiful golden trims to it. A familiar cloak to you, Moros and Ghesh. One that you saw last night, basically. When he tried to kill you.
Oh God.
By summoning 2 other clones of himself and then basically falling on his own dagger and getting the shit beat out of him. The assassin.
Yeah.
And he goes. He
What a
looks at
funny guy.
he looks at a piece of paper. Okrin Landau, correct?
Yes, that's me.
The architect wishes to speak with you. Follow me to the penthouse.
Ah, yes. Apologies.
Me and Boris are just looking at each other.
Hmm.
As he begins to walk with you.
Yeah, I'm head up to the penthouse.
I'm just gonna pull the cloak over my face and just try to make sure I'm not seen. As I'm gonna head back to my room.
Ionis, could you please come with us into the room for a second?
Iotis, roll me a history check, actually.
History check?
Mhm.
I think my history's dog. What is it? Alright, that's not terrible. 11.
Never mind. Continue.
Rogue
Where are you
fail.
going, Tiefling? You owe me a favor.
Okay, I pull my hood down as far as I can and I follow them silently.
Okay. You walk into the room with them as the turtle gets pulled upstairs. The rest of you, I'll let you talk, and V, I want to message you.
Oh
Sure.
God, no,
Okay.
not the architect.
Hopefully he should be fine. There's no reason for aggro. Anyways.
We are strong enough. We could kill the architect.
We are not going to be able to kill the
Anyways,
architect.
stop talking above table, please. Go ahead and roleplay this as you enter into the room and sit down at your tables.
All right.
I've already got myself like a glass of water. I'm sitting down. I'm saying, so how many more beds are we gonna need? 'Cause I'm counting 1, 2. We have more people now than we have beds.
Well, there's only the 4 of us, and Iota's the tiefling has their own lodgings if they wish to do so. Though.
Oh, sweet.
Not run. I am not going to be sleeping on the couch. I bought the room.
So,
Well, I
I'm gonna
mean,
fill them into the situation.
say again.
Gesh, what did you say?
Are we gonna fill them in on the situation, Moros?
Othan, how much do you remember?
No, I think he
rem-
doesn't remember anything, Moros. I
They went
think
through the
only
same
we
doors,
came here
you
and
are-
he stayed.
I don't know
You-
who you guys are. I don't know
Listen.
who you guys are. Yeah.
Listen, as you get pulled in and you keep hearing Moros, Gesh, a flash happens in your mind of a stone room starting to fall apart, but that's all you get as you come back to.
I don't know who you all are. I remember that I was doing the job. I was doing some work. I completed my work, and then I woke up in the forest, and I made my way into the city. I don't remember how, but then I ran into y'all. The police were chasing us, and now I'm here, and I would like to know I'd like to know what's going on.
All right.
What the blazes is going on there?
Gesh,
Well,
should we? It might be hard to believe.
okay, let's just go on to them. Me and Boris have accidentally kind of traveled back in time.
You mean like you went upstream, but on time?
Yeah,
More like backstream.
Yeah, we went backstream about a bit over a year. We know you, Othan, because we found you right outside of we found your naked ass right outside Draconia.
And y'all didn't leave me a coat or anything to wake up to it?
No, you just
This
woke
is-
up, met us, and then we just went on because you had information that we needed about the Church of Knowing.
Okay. What specific information did you get from me? Wait. What am I known for? Answer that.
What are you known for? Well, we know you can transform into a bear or this spotted lion. I at least saw you do that when we were battling, someone. The architect.
Do you say the architect?
That might be a bad idea.
You said it in character.
I did
but...
say it, so yeah, I commit to
Othan,
it. I
he
commit
says
to
the
that.
architect, and as he says that, the architect's visor flashes in your mind for a second, and you see a scene of battle happening. Roll me an intelligence save.
Oh God! I mean, I'm a fuck up all belly. That's
No,
cool.
you're not gonna fuck up. You got this.
Please.
Be the me that believes in you.
Believe in the
Sir.
me that believes in you.
Sir, I'm gay. I cannot.
What?
What?
It's official. Othan likes dick. What?
Yeah, I mean, I already tried to seduce the
It's Thor now.
so
Yo, I mean,
Othan, what'd you roll?
I got a 1, a dirty one,
unnatural one.
Okay. You guys see blood starts to pour from his nose a bit. Othan, you do
Oh,
suffer 9 points of psychic damage. And the memory of the battle gets foggy and hazy. But you do know who the architect is, because it's in your character notes.
y'all are.
It's one of your
I'm gonna have to
bosses.
I'm gonna have to take a seat. This is not. Can I? You know, what, I'm gonna sit down. Like, leave me be for a second. Just leave me. I'm even gonna kind of see him kind of sit down like the couch and kind of lay down on it and just kind of put a pillow over his face and just scream into it. Go on without me.
Yes, I turn to Iodas. So yeah, I am the captain of the guard, but I am. Well, my past self is currently in the hospital, so. Despite that, I want to turn you in because you're a criminal. I can't.
What an awful presumption. However,
Iodas, you there?
Oh shit! I'm sorry. I was not paying attention. I zoned out. I zoned
Gesh
out. I'm
called you a
sorry.
criminal.
Half
My
the
fault.
characters were talking to
Gesh,
you.
Gesh called you a criminal.
Okay.
He explained his situation, that he's the guard captain, but his other self is currently in the hospital, so he can't turn you in.
Okay, I'm sorry. Again. Well, if you would let me explain earlier before that Dragonborn attacked us, I'm innocent. I did not do the crime which they tell me I did. They say I stole some sort of lens. But I didn't. I was planning on it, but I didn't get to steal it yet.
Moros, as soon as he says lens, you start to pull out the notes. As you pull out the notes, make me an investigation check.
I have a +9. Awesome.
That is pretty poggers.
That's awesome.
Actually, really nice.
That's a 12. Can I have advantage because I know what I'm looking for?
Yeah.
Fuck yes.
Double nat 1.
Please no. That's
Oh,
worse than
God.
4.
Oh,
What'd you roll?
no.
12?
A 12.
Alright, you begin to search through, and as you begin to search through these notes, something pokes out to you, and you pull out the log from the book as well. And looking through the notes, there seems to be blueprints, multiple blueprints of this machine you saw being built, and the one that you saw fully functional. And in previous mentions of it, there's a lens here, a large lens, a 3-foot lens with like this iridescent glass to it. But it seems the notes mention it's shattered. And you look at the notes, and it seems to have been stolen a few months back for them. And as you start to look through the notebooks of the people on the Starbreaker, you read about one of the first missions of this individual who got hired to the Starbreaker being to bring a lens to Draconia, a strange 3-foot lens with it. The descriptions seem to match as you start to read through the notebook again. They're calling it the let's see here. They're calling it the celestial focus.
Okay, hold on. I write this down. Iodas was
And I'll say you show Iodas, and Iodas, that is exactly what they showed you. Like, that's exactly the thing that it looked like.
That's it. That's what they were accusing me of taking.
You see, like, the first images of, like, the notes that they were trying to make the machine look like was like a small ziggurat, which is like a pyramid, with the lens on the top to focus it, but that seemed to have failed. Next failed, and then the lens cracked, it seemed, a few months back.
Okay, now please tell me that you did steal it, because that would make things so much easier for us.
No.
Not.
If I
Shit.
had it, I wouldn't have been caught. But I didn't steal it.
Damn.
Iodas, if you would like to make an investigation check in the notes too, but without advantage, this is just normal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can I also make an investigation check?
Sure.
21.
Okay. Gesh?
I remember though.
6.
I remember the name of the man who accused me specifically.
Gesh, this is fucking intense. Like, you're looking at these notes and like there's like so much shit here. You're like, I have no idea what the fuck this means.
Honestly, I hope for net 20 on this.
Yeah, Iodas, as you're looking at these notes, you see mention that the celestial foci or focus was destroyed during one of these past experiments, but pieces of its shards were infused with this strange iridescent bismuth-like sheen to them, and they've been using those as kind of the focus now for the experiments.
Look, I don't know why they wanted to pin it on me specifically, but if you see here, and I grabs Gesh's jaw and like point him towards where he's trying to look, like where he's completely missed it, and I show him the passage. Look, it says it was shattered, and they were using its shattered remains as the focus. So it couldn't have possibly been me to steal it when it was already broken.
Gesh, there's like lines coming from different parts. There's like scribbled out notes. You're like, the fuck does this even mean?
Goblin?
Sure.
Would I, in context, would I recognize the bismuth shard that I absorbed to increase my arcane?
It seems to be different in nature, just
okay.
Looking at it, yeah.
Okay.
I just point him over and say to Iotus, show him.
I will say, looking at the notes too, now that you guys are staring at them and focusing on them, you start to recall mentions in the notebook about strange crystals that have been found on the Starbreaker when it seemed to be able to travel forward in time or skip through time a bit. And as you're looking at the properties written in the notes about the focus, the shattered focus, and the bismuth crystals that are actually eventually mentioned at the end of the notes here, they seem to have different properties. The focus was more so to directly focus, while the bismuth crystals seem to be mentioned as a power source of some sort. If you'd like to make an intelligence or an arcana check here, Basilius.
I will indeed at +9.
Okay.
This just a flat roll?
Just a flat roll, yeah.
21.
It seems that the focus was meant to focus the energy of whatever they were trying to pull, and it was meant to act as a focus point to then direct the energy at to create a stable doorway of some sort. And now that you're remembering back, it seems they probably did that, but you don't remember seeing glass. No, you did see glass. The surrounding box was made of glass, but that wasn't the focus. You didn't get a good look at the complete machine that you used. Unfortunately.
That is also unfortunate, but I can assume the focus had to have been in there. But I don't know what it is. That's unfortunate. Well, it's likely you might have been accused just as a scapegoat. It could have been you or anyone, but you might have just been a handy target considering people's perceptions of tieflings outside of your home country.
Yeah, I haven't exactly had the warmest reception in this country.
It would be...
You see Iotus's eyes just light up. That's right. I remember the name of the man who accused me. His name was Garamand. He was a councilman.
Garamand.
Shut up. I'm doing some role play right now, if you'll excuse me.
Fuck you. Dragon.
His name was Garamand, the gay, or something like that, of the Gnome Gardens. You see him just like tap his fingers.
Yes, you recall the name.
Garamand the Great. That was his name.
Yeah, you immediately recall the name. Gesh. He is the councilman of the Gnomish Gardens district.
Of the Gnomish Gardens.
Which you and Ghesh Moros would know of, because that's where Nadia's family's house resides.
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Oh, wonderful to see viewers again.
Remember his name. That's about it.
Gosh, that's the...
Yes, I know.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
I didn't even have a trial. They just threw me in jail.
That means they're probably part of the cult.
You guys see, Iotus, Othin, as you both are, starting to listen on the conversation a bit, you both watch as Gesh and Basilius, these strange markings on their body of iridescent color, suddenly shine and pulse brightly in the room for a second before they fade again. And then they pulse again, and then fade. And then pulse again, and then fade.
Are y'all fixing to have, an allergic reaction? Because I don't think that's normal.
This is not normal. This hasn't happened before.
Oh, shit.
V, as your character As your character is walking upstairs, walking back to the stairs with this individual, asking questions to them, you suddenly see an individual's like. Well, you go downstairs first because he says that he goes downstairs to ask which room it is, and as you guys are starting to walk back to the staircase, we'll call him Assassin Man for right now because you don't know his actual name. Goes. The architect seemed very interested in speaking with you about this strange artifact you found. So we should probably hurry up as soon as we can. He accidentally bumps into a cloaked figure. Apologies, sir. And he lets the cloaked figure walk upstairs first. Tortle. As you stare at him, you see as you guys are walking up the staircase after him, this cloaked figure gets off at the second story, and you see he looks at his arm, this white arm of a human, and you can see suddenly there's a glowing of bismuth on his body, almost like tattooed veins that seemed almost impossible to see for a second before they disappear, and then they glow again and then disappear, and then glow again and then disappear, and he seems to walk towards a room that you just came from.
Question: when we say white as in Caucasian, or white as in Snow White?
Caucasian.
Okay.
But you guys don't see that. The Tortle does. And he's walking towards the room of the people who just told you where to go.
I'm on the couch, but I'm sitting up right now, and I'm kind of grabbing the pillow and slowly lifting it up to kind of cover my chest, and then bring it up to my face as I slowly turn away from the iridescent figures, the glowing people.
Yeah, they pulsed 3 times, then stopped. At this point, after you say that, and you guys are looking around for a second, you suddenly hear a.
Oh shit!
We're busy.
Yeah, I go to the door.
Make a persuasion check, Othin.
We're busy.
Can I do something?
The second I hear the knock,
Sure,
can I try to roll to hide behind someone else?
Yeah, you see this, but do you continue to follow the guy you're following, or do you?
Yeah, I'm trying to ask him a question. Damn it.
Sure.
Okay.
What exactly is he doing? I mean, you seem to know him.
I have no idea. He's a mage. He's a powerful mage. He seems to be looking into something. I'm not gonna stop him. And the guy keeps climbing the stairs.
Oh, 6.
I'm gonna ask him then. I'd rather be sure of some previous acquaintances' safety. I'll be up there in a moment. It's the penthouse floor, correct?
Yes, penthouse floor, suite 1.
Alright, I'll be up there in a moment.
Alright.
As I'm gonna head back and go over towards the cloak man. Might I ask what you're doing there with this room?
Well, I have some acquaintances I would like to speak to. They seem to share a similar affliction. So I'd like to see what they plan to do with it.
Ah, I see.
And you see him he's moving his hands as he's saying this. I think your friends will be fine. I think you should go about your business. Roll me a wisdom save.
Oh no.
Don't worry, my wisdom's not abysmal because of some wonky shit I did.
That
It's
one.
not great. I actually grew proficiency in wisdom.
He's hyping himself up too much.
Let me just pull up the stat page here.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
What'd you roll?
18.
18? Let me pull up the stat page really quick, actually. DB. 1 second. Come on. Load. Load faster. Not enemies of Turam. That's not correct. Open.
What if they can? What if they are enemies of Turam? We just don't know about it yet.
The DC for this, you rolled an 18, you said?
Yes, sir.
You definitely feel he tried to cast a spell on you, a very powerful spell. Out of character, dominate monster.
Oh, high level. Jesus Christ.
You see him this cloaked figure, suddenly a pout appears on his face. I said I think you should be good. Go ahead and make another wisdom saving throw.
No, he's like, get the hell out of here. Pass it. Pass it.
Back to what you did.
Oh, a 20! Holy shit!
A 20? A 20?
Sturdy.
Jonas!
Yes.
You feel a similar but less powerful spell hit your person. He goes, "Look, I'm trying to talk to some friends. I am quite stressed right now. Please leave. I will not cast another spell on you unless you do not
What?
leave."
Were it that simple, I don't believe you would have felt the need to do so. So
Would this be about
just
the
tell
time
me
I
the
open
truth,
the door?
man.
He will kill you.
You
Can I
open-
roll an insight check?
At this point, the door opens. Yeah, roll an insight check.
I actually have a +3 to this. Yeah, yeah.
That one.
What's your roll in that one?
You're rolling that one.
Maybe it is the stress.
He's hard to read. As the door opens behind him, he looks in and goes, "Well, hello there. Hold on. You're Ghesh." Ghesh, as you look out, you see an individual of pale skin. What the fuck happened to the image here? I can't fucking describe it unless I go to NPCs, I guess, because it got rid of it on CritterDB, which is weird. Uh-oh. Draconia NPCs. Okay. You see a man of pale skin, this not ruddy, but orangish red kind of hair that comes down to a braid on his left shoulder. He seems pretty well built. And you can see under the cloak he's wearing, he has this white toga on with a brown sash around his waist. He has these cuffed bracers that are made of bronze, and he has a single band around his right bicep. He seems to have a white cape on his back and a bunch of necklaces hanging on his collarbone, as well as these amber-like eyes, as he seems to have a permanent smile on his face. He looks in, you recognize this individual almost immediately. This is Zai Suplos. Suplos. This is the councilman of the Aoran Heights, the 1st District of Draconia.
So, bigwig.
For
Big
fuck's
one,
sake.
yeah. He looks at you and goes,
Big Nick?
"May I please come in? And I need you to make a wisdom saving throw."
I would have just said, as soon as I would have seen it, I would have just said, come in.
Well, make a wisdom saving throw. He doesn't realize that.
He's burning spell slots, you know?
Mhm.
6.
6.
He ain't expecting a combat.
Man, this is your friend. Like, you know this man. He is like a really good friend of yours.
Charm person.
Yeah. As he begins to walk in and like you allow him, he looks at you and goes, "I don't know if you want the turtle in here or not, but if you do, he can stay. But you'd be introducing him to a whole new world, and I don't believe he's ready for that."
I'm
He's
raising my
ready
hand
to
up.
come with us later anyway, so...
I'm sure he'll be fine.
Alright, well,
You want to come in?
I suppose it wouldn't hurt.
I'm gonna raise my
I
hand
can
up.
wait a little bit longer.
Okay, come in.
well done.
With step inside.
As you all step inside and the door closes, you see him like take the cloak off, and if you look in Draconia NPCs, he's one of the newer ones. That picture makes him look cool as fuck. But anyways, he steps in. "Hello there, everyone. I am Zai. It's a pleasure to meet you. If you don't know me, I am quite famous in these parts. I am the councilman of this here district. Apologies for the intrusion." And he looks over towards the table. "Oh, what are these?" As he steps by and just takes a small glance at them.
In my papers.
Anyone do anything?
Yeah,
I'm
that's
gonna.
I'm just gonna grab them, like... What do you want here?
Well, Gesh, why would you be so closed-minded to your best friend?
I would have grabbed the papers. These
Yeah,
are my
fine.
Yeah, Gesh, you wouldn't grab the papers, but Moros would.
Yeah.
Morris would absolutely grab the papers. These are my research papers. Private matters.
They look interesting. Apologies. I did not mean to pry. There's one thing I would like to ask, though. As he snaps his fingers and you see the energy that seems to have pulsed through you guys, pulses through him. These strange markings have led me to you. Now, I know of this one, Gesh here. Who are you all?
Well, you don't really know me right now.
They're your
No.
best friend, guys.
Bro, you've known him
No,
for
no, no,
years.
no, no.
man.
You know what I mean. In technicality, he doesn't know me fully anymore.
Oh, I
You're
do.
not with the guards, are you?
I
I-
actually do know you, and he points towards the tiefling.
Shit. From where? How do I know you?
A few papers on my desk mention that you stole something. No matter to me. I do not care.
should
Garmin's
be-
kind of a dick, you know.
It should be because what he was accused to steal are for use to the people who gave you the markings.
Oh, someone gave me these markings. I mean, I just woke up one day with them, so that's useful information. Thank you, friend.
Well, at least as far as I know.
Well,
Well, I only know it has to do with the cult of knowing.
Cult of Knowing. My friend, I'm sorry. I think you mean the Church of Knowing.
No.
Many people do not like them, sure, but
Zai. I will be
It's a
real with
lot
you.
of-
Me and Boros traveled back in time from the
Yes.
future.
Yes.
Hey, I see this man as a friend.
I'm saying this in character. Like, I can't believe you're just doing this. I'm not trying to get your attention.
everyone roll me an insight check, please. As Gesh, you're saying this blatantly to him, right?
I am saying this just cold faced, like,
Okay.
yeah, just like that.
Okay.
I have a lot of questions. I feel like I really don't have the time for that.
Does Gesh also make an insight check?
No, Gesh is fine.
Okay.
I'm the one the inside check is made against.
No, it's against Zai.
Oh yeah, so I wouldn't
So,
have any.
Basilius, what'd you roll?
Oh, a 6.
Okay. V, what'd you roll?
11.
Othin?
7.
What the fuck happened to our friend Jotun?
I think
I have
you
no idea.
got disconnected or something.
He has no bueno Wi-Fi.
Hmm.
Oh, he's back.
Hey, Jotun,
Okay,
what
hey,
did you
sorry.
roll? What did you roll?
My internet turned off.
No problem.
Roll an insight check.
Yeah, Gesh just told him they came back from the future, and Zai, you guys are rolling an insight check on Zai.
Hey, you told me I see him as my bestest friend.
Yeah,
You did. You're role playing. You're
that's
good.
role playing good. Gesh, I'll give you a DM's inspiration for that one.
Yo.
Hey, normally I'm like the worst role player in the party.
No, you
Jotun,
definitely proven. We
what'd you
appreciate
roll?
it.
Jotun?
But then
What'd you roll?
Hello?
he rolled a 7.
No, what'd you roll?
I don't know. Oh, I have not rolled yet. Insight. I have also rolled a 7.
Synchronicity.
Okay. To your knowledge, he seems to believe you. He goes, "How interesting." You know, I did see you two running from the church, and I did follow you a little bit because there was something strange at the church. I needed to make sure it's in my district.
Yeah, there was something strange. They kind of planned to, I don't know, they kind
Just
of
roll me a
destroyed
wisdom save.
Oh God.
Okay,
It's
yes!
at this
Damn.
point you feel the magic pushing into your brain, and you push it out of your brain. You've definitely been charmed by this man.
Hey. Okay, I don't fucking care right now because we are on the same side.
Okay,
Yeah.
out of
We know
character,
that?
I have a question.
Yeah.
Sure, V, go ahead.
He's pissed.
Would I know that the architect is associated with the Church of Knowing?
Not really, but there's been rumors of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so I would have heard rumors. I
Yeah.
have no confirmation.
Yeah.
Okay, so this architect guy I'm supposed to meet with, I've heard rumors he's associated with this church. So
Yes.
can someone please? What? He is?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Church of
We
Knowing.
fought him while he was trying to destroy Draconia.
that raises a lot of questions. Given that Draconia, first of all, is still here, you're telling me you're from the future,
Give me
Can
and
Hold on,
apparently
man.
I have
check
something.
Hold on there, total friend. And you see Zai raises his hand. You see his left bracer glows as he casts Dispel Magic into the air. We should be good now. Continue.
So yeah,
Can I
they
make an-
were...
Sorry.
You recognize
Okay.
the spell, Basilius. You've used it before.
Yeah. No, I meant I wanted to see if I could make an insight check to Zai's reaction to Gesh saying Draconia was just like the architect was trying to destroy Draconia.
I'll say this. He seemed to stop listening for a second, and that's why he cast the spell up. He doesn't seem to have heard that, to your knowledge. Anyways, continue talking, everyone.
Okay. So you're from the future.
Yes.
This architect guy tried to destroy Draconia.
Yes.
Already we're off to a completely ridiculous start.
Yes.
Will need a lot of proof before I believe. I've seen some decent art, decently powerful artifacts in my time. Have I seen any of that could do time manipulation of any sort?
No. Actually, make me a history check, please, because you are an architect. Well, an archaeologist here.
Archaeologist, yep.
And you have
that's
been
why I
alive for
asked.
200 plus years, so you have done a lot of archaeology.
So would you say advantage because of time?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage, yeah.
That's why we ask.
14.
Okay, if you got a natural 20, there is something special.
Damn.
You know that wizards in the past have attempted to break through time and have disappeared. You also know from history and different artifacts that they've used have turned to dust and sand immediately. But you do know also that there have been people who have reappeared in Turam that have said something about, like they've talked about a strange world, almost like an hourglass, and they had some strange writings and scrawlings before eventually, like a month after they reappeared. Like some of them have reappeared from thousands of years in the past, but those that have reappeared, like for a month they would talk and scribble and talk, and like their minds would turn to mush a little bit, and they wouldn't be able to properly describe what they were talking about. But eventually, after a month, they would have no recollection of what you were telling them they were saying. But from the information you have heard of, they say something about a place outside of time, some sort of dimension. But that's all you know. You also have heard of strange robots appearing at certain areas, calling themselves the Chroniclers, who note down different distinctions in time.
Okay, so I've heard of some things that could potentially be related to time manipulation.
To your knowledge, no one has successfully gone back in time.
Yeah. But as far as I'm aware, that's mostly been forward in time, not backwards.
Yeah.
Except for these weird chronicler guys, but that could just be an elaborate hoax, I'm not even gonna lie.
Do you know those friend Morris mentioned in the ruin? The
Yes.
first time we met her was in about a year.
Like, forward or back? Because you're telling me time travel. Again, I'm finding this hard to believe because the only things I've heard of in regards to time manipulation are people traveling forwards, their minds turning to mush, and them rambling about someplace outside of time.
Yeah, we just went through a portal.
You said you were a year in the future, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Do I become a famous thief?
We'd never met you.
Have you ever
Don't-
heard of me at least?
No.
Have we?
Did I?
Actually, no. A year in the future? You guys didn't... You guys were
Like,
pulled
me
here...
specifically.
Gesh, you would, yeah. You know that Iodos was framed for it. Now that you know he was framed for it. But he was a thief that escaped and then was caught again and executed by Garmin.
Yeah, you become a famous thief.
In fact,
I knew
Draconia almost went to war with Hystelia because of executing a prisoner rather than sending them back to Hystelia to be tried.
Yeah, you become famous.
Aha! I knew it! I knew there was a place in history for me.
Yeah, there is a place in history for you.
I send Gesh a knowing
Oh,
look.
don't tell me how. Don't spoil my greatest heist. I want to relive them for myself.
Like
Wonderful.
anybody else aside from him would see a painful expression on his face, like,
Wait.
oh.
I notice he's too busy celebrating to himself to really study his face.
Yes.
Quick question, Goblin.
Sure.
The artifact, the aforementioned artifact, what did it look like again?
I don't remember what we said, but I'll say it's a strange, it's a strange slab, but on a part of it almost has this, glass texture to it, but it's mostly bronze. And it has these, strange striations to it. Think like an iPad, almost. But it's mostly slab and no screen, basically. And that's basically what it is. And as you guys are talking, you see Zai keeps looking up in the air. I don't know what you all did to get their attention, but it seems someone wants to keep staring at you.
Probably the church.
I've got a secretive place we could speak more if you don't want to be scryed on.
I have.
Yes,
one
I'd
to
happily
do
join
that.
you, but I really should get to the architect about this artifact I found.
I
What
have
are
one
magic
4th level
found?
spell slot. I can do something for the room, but unless we want to follow
No,
Zai.
I'm asking the turtle if I'm basically describing the lens, if he has found that.
What? Oh, the
The
lens?
lens
said-
that was
yeah.
A lens?
No. You know because the others told you the lens was destroyed. It was used in experiments.
Okay, good.
Well, Turtle Friend, if what they're
Yes.
saying is true about the church, and I don't fully believe it at the moment, but it seems interesting to me, should you not go with a few others to keep eyes on you in case this architect truly is, evil?
That is a good point.
I'll go fetch a few guards to be sure that this place is safe. You all make sure to keep yourselves guarded, and be aware the church knows pretty much almost a lot of what we've said here.
Oh boy,
Then I
I
suppose
should have casted this earlier.
it wouldn't hurt to have a couple of you come up with me.
No,
I mean-
if you're meeting with someone important, us showing up might prove hostile.
Good point.
Well, you don't know if the people scrying on you were actually the church. Anyways, I need to get going. I have important things. I just had one question for you all. What are you... And he looks at you, Moros, and you, Gesh, and he pulls his arm up again. What are you planning to do? And he points at, the area where the veins were.
Can I? I have a method of anti-scrying, but the casting time is 10 minutes. Can
I'll
I?
say you could have been casting it this entire time.
All right. I will cast Mordekin's Private Sanctum, and
The fuck is that?
That
it's
sounds
a
very
spell from the
natural.
player's It's a spell from the player's handbook.
Yeah, it's
So
never
this is
used,
canon.
but it's good. It is.
It's good. I can choose any or all of the following effects. It
Oh
can
man,
be-
I spelt Mordekins completely wrong.
Yeah,
I
hold on.
spelt it
can use-
Mortekan. And it's Mordekainen's.
Sorry, my bad. I can send the spell card I have of the thing.
Which kind of
this
security?
doesn't-
Which kind of security spell do you want?
It is there's an anti-scrying.
Sensors group. Okay.
Yeah, so I can choose any of them if I want to. So I'll do that, teleporting, and planar travel, and maybe sound too. So I'll make it so we can't. So it'll cover the entire room just before the door, so that if they try to listen from outside of it, they can't.
Okay. So you guys see during this conversation, what's your name? Moros has been just placing small pieces of wadded cotton and cloth in certain parts of the room, corners of the room. A bit of crystal that's been powdered. He's just been throwing it on some of the walls, and he's been taking this opaque glass and just putting it in the very center. As he takes a little bit of lead and just bling, hits it against the glass, and suddenly this ripple of energy passes through you all.
What was that?
Our room has been sufficiently warded. I used to do this in my lab, but I've been quite magically impaired from these markings.
This is quite the spell. In fact, what I was going to do, looking at how you inscribed it in here, would not be able to be used. Interesting.
Yeah, I look at Zai and say, well, for what we're trying, I at least am going to try to stop the cult of knowing from.
You keep calling it a cult. It's not a cult, friend.
I'll walk up
It
to him.
is.
Oh, sorry, go on, Gesh.
How was that guy named again that was controlled by the church?
Oh, I know who you're talking about. No,
Yeah,
no, 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 no.
like the Himmelsbecher guy.
Oh, Zarius.
Zarius.
Skysplitter Zarius, yeah.
Yeah. No, they wanted to destroy Draconia and have some very shady shit. They're definitely a cult.
I'll walk up to Zai and I'll present the papers he was trying to look at earlier, and I'll reach into my bag of holding and grab the journal from the worker that I got and present it to him, and I'll be like, so the Church of Knowing was, I grabbed these from the church before it exploded after we entered through some grand archway. I'll explain it to him as he's like looking at them. I assume he's looking at them.
Yeah, he's looking at them.
And this right here I grabbed from a floating ship. It was one of the workers there. It has a lot of ramblings very at the end. They were driven mad and insane. But I also have some, and I show him my findings of like the portal and like the other plane that I managed to insight gain from putting together the scraps of the drawings. And then this right here, and these all paint a pretty clear picture. The Church of Knowing has been in charge of all of this, and they're in charge of the markings that are on Gesh and I. There were four others that also had markings. Unfortunately, they are not with us. They did not survive the trip, to my knowledge. But we met Othin in the future, and there was a slime.
Before you continue, what are you hoping to accomplish by showing me this, and what do you want to do about these markings?
To convince you that we're telling the truth.
I mean, it's going to be pretty near impossible to convince me, but with this information, looking at it, these markings, I'd have to get some of your own writings and whatnot, but looking at this, I can see...
So
I can look into the church if you want me to, but I've got to be honest with you. At the moment, I'm kind of... It's hard to believe you, but with the captain of the guard here, I literally just visited him in the hospital not but a few hours ago, and then I saw him rushing from the church, so I know there's something weird about that going on. But make me a persuasion check, Basilius.
I just wanted to say to him, yeah, will visit me at the
Persuasion?
hospital.
Ooh, I'm not that great at persuasion.
I'll say with advantage here. And
Okay.
out of character, above table, there was something... So, Zai was supposed to be... Like, you were supposed to contact Zai later on, like, after this whole conversation and, like, try to convince him about some shit about the church. That's my whole plan for this whole thing. You guys are stepping far past what I've planned in the future already. Just so you guys are aware.
No, I rolled a 17.
17.
Probably not enough, but...
He looks at you. I'll have some people look into the church. I have a friend, powerful friend. You were mentioning a few other things. What are you hoping to do with these markings? And second off, you mentioned a ruin.
You see Iotis's eyes light up. That's right. The ruin. Treasures lie in ruins.
There is a
ruin. Also
The
quite a strong
A friend.
person there.
A strong friend.
Well, you're going to
We
need
met
all
him.
the allies you can if what you're saying is true. So, I have a plan if you wish to hear me out here.
Well, before we get to that, I suppose if we're going to be revealing things, as I'm going to reach into one of the holes in my shell and just pull out this artifact, have any of you seen anything similar to this? If specifically you two, since you claim to be from the future. Because if I was going to give this to the architect, then You claim to have fought the architect. Surely he used it somewhere.
Moros, Gesh, as soon as he
Yeah.
pulls it out, you see its construction is similar to the metal body and suit of the architect. It looks it looks almost Agaburstian in design, and now that you're looking at it, because Moros, you're so fucking studied in history and shit.
Yeah.
Now that you're thinking about it, the architect definitely had Agaburstian design in his thing. Agaburst being the gnomish homeland before the Second God Wars, where it was sundered and turned into an archipelago of roaring waterfalls and shit.
Body was very much in the design of
Now that you're thinking about it,
Yeah.
the strange visor on his face, that didn't remind you of anything. Besides, now that you're looking at this tablet, it has a similar look to the glass texture of his visor.
The artifact looks very much like visor.
Goblin, am I about to fracture a timeline by not giving him this shit?
No?
Shit, I spell architects.
Okay,
I guess
good.
this means he's going to get it anyway.
That's Gosh, that's the visor.
It's not his visor. No. It has a similar... the
yeah.
glass part of the tablet has a similar look.
That looks exactly like the material that the architect was either wearing or made of.
Son of a bitch, you're right.
That's Agaburstian. That's ancient gnome.
Yes, I did find it in Agaburst.
And V, if you remember, there is initials on it, too.
Oh, yes, I wrote that down. Give me 1 sec.
It was MM.
Yeah. Did I not write that down?
It was, if you would like to point it out to them, it is a filigreed MM with very unusual designs. Moros, you immediately recognize it. That is... You've seen it in the Micah household, but it's not the Micah household's crest. It is on a few of the inventions in Nadia's workshop. But she mentioned... Well, make me a history check now, actually, now that you're recognizing the strange marking, the signatures on the tablet. Like the signature, like, of the creator of this tablet or whatnot.
Okay, the signatures are of the... I was trying to spell calligraphy and I fucking couldn't, so history plus... History check, I'm pretty sure that's a +9, but double check. History, yep, 9.
You guys don't need to roll in chat, by the way. You could roll outside of chat if it's much faster. Unless you're getting really lucky.
Yeah, but the problem is, you know,
Yeah.
I'm supposed to be asleep right now, so I can't use my physical dice.
Oh, shoot. Well, I mean, if we're allowed to.
Well, if you
I
already
rolled in the
rolled,
chat.
then no.
Yeah.
So what'd you roll?
Yeah, so 11.
11, that's fine. You remember her talking about her brother having created some of these devices in her workshop before he went on his journey. Her brother Mitty. And the initials were very similar and filigreed in a similar way, but less so than what's on this tablet. MM. Maybe Mitty might know something about it? Because at the moment, he hasn't embarked on his journey yet.
Younger brother.
Oh my God.
Is it Middy or MITTY?
MIDI. Mitty.
Mid. Younger brother Mitty might know.
Older brother Mitty. Mitty is older.
Oh, okay. The older brother Mitty might know something.
Yeah,
about
big shot
this,
character
but
Mitty.
He has not gone on.
Not Big Shot.
Journey.
Bill,
I thought that
right?
Bill,
Nope.
yeah.
Not Bill.
And the signatures are reminiscent of what's her name again?
Not Nadia's.
They were on.
They were on a few of the objects in Nadia's workshop, but she mentioned those were her older brother's items that he had made.
Yeah.
Those that
And
were
I know
on
that someone
the
played
items.
that character.
It was not Zeus. Was it Zeus or was it Wahoo? No, Wahoo
Oh, it
played
was
the
just
orc.
the
Wahoo played the
Zeus.
orc. Yeah.
It's
Right.
Zeus Mitty.
Mhm.
Yeah, mix it up a bit with Big Shot.
Bruh. You don't understand. Had we finished that fucking game, this would have all been much more crystal clear to you, Gesh.
Okay.
Wait.
I got that down.
I thought you Mitty. Wait.
Okay, Maddie.
The Gnomish Adventure.
All right, I got the information. Okay.
Didn't he die?
Yeah. Anyways, so I assume you give this information, correct?
I absolutely get this information.
You look at Zai and he goes, "Well, here's my plan. I was going to say you all head up to the architect to speak with him. I bring some guards, and then you go make powerful friends at the what's it called? The ruins. But that seems impossible now? I don't know. You guys seem to have made information about this item. I don't know if you're looking to sell it, Mr. Tortle, but or what you planned with the artifact. But if you don't wish to see the architect anymore, we can instead go make more powerful friends. But
Always good to have.
I need to go ahead and turn these in and get an investigation going.
That's the thing. I'm not sure if I should still go see him, because at this point I have a concerning amount of evidence that I am hearing the truth, that in fact they did travel in time, which would also mean that yes, the architect is with the church or cult or whatever you want to call it. Which means likely it would be less than ideal for me to give him this, because it could hold secrets that could cause immense power. I would love to learn the secrets myself. Maybe he will have me do so. I do not know.
Well, I just came from Nadia's workshop not too long ago. If you would like, I can join you on the travel there.
Wouldn't hurt to have an extra ally, I would think, right, guys?
It's always better to have another person watching your back.
Well, it wouldn't result in fights, I would hope, if you're with a government-elected official.
No, we don't expect to fight, and absolutely, if on the very unlikely chance one does break out, we expect you to get away. You
And
should
I
not be
am
caught up in
tapped
violence.
with magic, just so you're aware.
Mm-hmm.
I used a lot of it just getting in that door there.
Yeah, still not sure why your
I'm in
instinct
love
was
with
to
you.
just cast magic on me.
I'm sorry, I haven't seen many turtles before. You kind of frightened me.
Fair enough.
Anyways, is there anything
It's
else?
the tools in the shell, isn't it?
Yeah, it's more of the face. You look kind of like a snapping turtle, and I had a bad incident with. Never mind. Anyways,
Racism. Holy shit.
anyways, is there anything else we need to discuss, or should we get going on our way?
Are we going to do anything about the councilman who framed me?
Unfortunately, he's at one of the highest peaks of society. That would be unfortunate. But with this information, I can prove that he was misguided in his accusation. I cannot prove that he willingly framed you.
So we can seek information.
Though I'm gonna be honest with you, Eotis. I think he did willingly frame you. I just cannot prove it, and it would hurt my reputation along with my coming election in the next year and a half.
Yeah. I understand.
Speaking of
Yeah.
reputation, now that you mention that, if I want to keep my reputation as a decent archaeologist, it would be best I still go speak with the architect. Perhaps not give him the artifact, but at least show it to him. He might have some insight on it.
Well then, please, be my guest. I'll go fetch some more guards in case a brawl does happen. And he leaves the room.
Okay.
I'm gonna get up and start heading to the store. If you wish to come with me, you may, but
It'd be a bad idea if Ghesh and I arrived. They might be able to detect the markings on our skin. And Yotis, you shouldn't go either. They framed you
No.
for stealing their lens. They would absolutely make the move to kill you right there and then. I'm not sure.
So
about
the only
Othin.
one who would go would be Othin, a recognized previous member of the Church of Knowing, who you guys know they called traitor when he was talking to them.
Exactly. All of us are ill-advised to go meet them, Tortle. You're the only one.
I wouldn't know anything about him being a traitor.
well,
So then looks like it's you and the turtle.
No.
no.
Othin is considered a traitor.
A traitor.
Moros is saying it's a bad idea, so I'm gonna go with Moros. I trust him.
Othin, what are you doing? You've been hearing all this information, by the way.
I'm trying to... I think I'm probably bluff it. I'm gonna go.
What's Basilius? You have the sending spell. What kind of magic is
I
it?
do. Sending. Let me. Oh, sending spell. Sending spell. Sending spell. Sending. Evocation.
Evocation. Okay. Othin,
Yeah.
come up with the secrets channel.
Hola, ¿cómo estás?
Othin, as you're sitting there, you hear in your mind a familiar voice. Othin, it's been a while. Architect here. We have some traitorous escapees that are trying to frame the association's evil. Go with them for a bit. Figure out what they want, what they're doing. Bring back whatever information you can, and we'll forgive your little transgressions.
Okay, but what have I done?
Oh, you never checked in. We assumed you lost your duel or joined sides with the Druid.
He tried his best. You think you can get an ally out of this man? No, he's mine. You best be on your way before I tear you limb from limb.
How interesting. I can't wait to find you and probe that little brain of yours. At this point, the message spell ends. Let's go back.
Gotcha.
Actually, is there anything you want to say before we go back?
No, he is not able to say anything else.
Okay, let's go back.
If I know where the
You guys watch Othin like Othin goes like 1,000-yard stare for a second, and then comes back.
I'll be joining the turtle. It'll be a reunion of some kinds.
Goblin.
Are you sure that's a good idea?
I
Yes,
do.
yes, Gesh?
Question: could I insert my bone sword in the scabbard?
Sure.
Does
What?
something happen?
What scabbard?
The scabbard I got from the Dora statue.
Oh yeah. It's the scabbard that didn't I give you the information about it?
No!
Okay,
Because
yeah.
at that time I didn't have a sword because I gave it up.
I'm pretty sure I gave you the information. I just don't think you wrote it down.
No, you didn't.
All right, you insert it
I-
into the scabbard. Sure. Nothing happens at the moment.
No.
Maybe it's a time thing. Just leave it in there.
Well, what's your
Okay.
class?
I'm
Just
a fighter.
Okay, yeah, never mind. Continue. Anyways, continue, guys.
I mean,
Did we
Moros-
notice the change in the voice?
Wait,
Yeah.
I mean, wait. You didn't sound like that just a moment ago.
What are you talking about?
I mean,
Yeah. Are
exactly
you feeling
that.
alright? You need to clear your throat or something?
Your voice is somewhat different and your accent is greatly different.
I'm kind of I'm not understanding. So I'm going with the turtle, or am I doing something else?
Did you want to go with the turtle?
I mean,
You
you
know-
just said that it would be a good idea for you to go with me, but Morris is saying it's a terrible idea, and I don't know which it is because Morris has previous experience with you. You likely know the situation you're in right now.
Guys, just so you're aware, I forgot to take the title card off this entire episode, so everyone's just been saying the title card. But anyways, continue.
That is unfortunate.
I guess I'll go with the turtle.
If you need... Oh, shoot. You don't know any spells, do
Okay,
you?
then, sure, I guess you can come with me. Follow me. I know where it is, as I'm going to start heading out.
All right. So as the two of you begin to head upstairs, you eventually get to the top room, this beautiful hallway with 3 different doors that lead to the left, right, and center. It's not but like 30 feet from the stairs to each door, which is different than the large hallways you've seen of rooms. So these are much bigger rooms, to your knowledge. And you see the assassin is just sitting by one of the doors, just like moving a coin through his fingers. Looks like he finally showed up.
I do apologize for that. I ended up dragged into something I was not expecting to be.
Oh, and
It's of no matter.
you brought one of our lost little boys to a little lamb. How are you, Othin?
Lambs turn into rams, and the rams have big-ass horns to cave in your skull with.
I have a lot of questions, but the point is I'm here to see the architect.
He points
You
towards
know
the
that
door.
part.
You got the card.
I'm gonna use the card on the door. Or at
As
least,
you-
like, guess it, I guess.
As you do, the door swirls for a second, and then a portal appears. And the card glows. Do you walk in?
Yeah.
As you enter in, you feel yourself shift from this plane of existence to a demi-plane.
Oh, fuck.
This might be
This could
okay.
end very badly.
As you and Othin enter in, you see this beautiful, lush room. You see that you're in a beautiful room with a door that leads out into a hallway. You see a large, outstretched window that looks upon a large field with poppies and hills that roll in the distance. You see large trees that continue upwards. And you see, staring out, looking a few pieces on like tables around him of brass and strange instruments, just staring out, looking at this field. Brass armor and strange gears that turn in different areas of his body, like his shoulders as well as his back. These large struts that seem to work around his body. A large cape and cloak that swirls around him. An individual, as he takes a step back and turns 180 degrees to face you, a single visor shows an emotion, and words streamed across his face. As Othin, you recognize this individual as the architect. He stands there and he looks forward as he brings his hands and moves his shoulders. Well, it's been a while since we've met, Othin. And you. Took you a while to get here, but you have come. So, the device, and he holds his hand out.
I'm going to pull out the tablet. I simply want to know what you know about it. I wish to investigate some more of it myself after this meeting.
As you pull it out, Olden's gonna kind of step in front of you with that hand outstretched, kind of keep me from producing it forward, and he's gonna say, "Tell us what you know about it. Give us a clue, something we can go off of."
Well, it's very personal to me.
Oh, a lot of things are. There's people's lives, their deaths, lots of things kept close to you.
You know,
If I might add,
I think I recognize your voice from somewhere.
Hey,
Weren't you that prying druid that the church was sending the enforcer to deal with? Why is your voice coming from said enforcer's body?
Hey, your boy Othin did me in, but I found a way to keep going. Now he's mine, and I'm coming for you and all your lot.
I have much more important matters to deal with than you. And he flicks his hand, make me a strength saving throw.
Can I rage?
No.
Oh, damn!
Correct.
+3. Ooh, 6. Damn.
You watch V as he flicks his hand to the right, and Othin just goes flying onto a wall, crushing into it, and his body is just being held there by what you can only assume is air pressure. And he looks at you holding his hand up, puts his left hand out now. The device. I need to study it, and I will give you some information about it.
The question is, will you give it back?
That wasn't the deal. The deal was you bring it to me, I pay you, and I give you information about it, was it not?
Deals don't always stick when more information comes to light.
Oh, then roll me another strength saving throw.
If he tells you Snow is weight, he's a lion.
You guys are actually.
V, roll me not a death save. What the fuck am I saying?
Oh god, yeah.
Yeah.
V, roll me a persuasion check.
Damn, 13.
13. You like push and you see his hand moves a little bit, but he thrusts you against the wall again as you suffer. Let's see, this would be d8s.
Is it bad that I find it funny that Ofen gets summoned against the wall?
Because it's a 5th level spell, it does 5d8. That's 24 points of bludgeoning damage. If you want to rage, you could if you want to rage now, you could have that.
I would, yeah, I would have liked to, yeah. So
You
how
take-
much would it be if I have?
14.
14. Okay, so we, 14. So that would be dropping down to 4.
What'd you roll, V?
I rolled a 13.
He looks at you and goes, "New information. I would love to hear this information." Roll me a wisdom save, V.
DM.
Yeah?
Would I be able to? I'm turning it once again to the spotted lion. The huge beast.
I'll say at this point, it's kind of hard, but like you turn into it and he's still holding you against the wall.
Fair enough, but with the damage I took, would I be able to still keep the rage going?
Yeah.
All right.
V, roll a wisdom save.
23.
23. You feel your muscles lock up for a second, but you manage to throw it off as the hold person does not take effect. The spell he's holding on your friend Othin, however, I forgot was concentration. So, Othin, you suddenly feel the spell gives way and he goes, "Oh, fucking hell, fine." And he pulls out his saber and lights it. Both of you roll me initiative, please.
Oh shit, we going at it, boys.
My friends.
As I'm putting away the tablet, reload as he pulls out the saber.
Okay.
Ooh, damn.
Don't you have advantage?
Why would I have advantage on?
You're a barbarian.
Yeah, you're
Well,
barbarian.
is he a level
aren't
7
you?
barbarian?
Well,
Yeah,
wait.
we should all be level 8, no?
No, he's a level
Yeah.
lower. He's a level lower than you guys.
Oh,
He's
then he
still
should-
level 7.
Yeah, so he should. Yeah, you should.
Yeah,
it should be
yeah, you do have
enhanced
advantage.
instincts.
Wait,
Enhanced
to get-
instincts.
Feral
Oh,
instinct.
okay.
Yeah.
It's one of the base barbarian abilities.
No, this is as far as I ever got with a barbarian, so forgive me.
That's fair. They all usually die early.
16.
Oh!
Out of character, this guy has legend lore. He could have told you what it was, but you were not willing to hand it over.
Fair enough.
Out of character, I'm telling you now that, given the new information,
Yeah,
Oakrin trusts him a lot less.
it's understood. It's understood. Don't worry.
We can
Believe
get
me, I
one more,
want to know.
maybe.
Oakrin
Anyways.
wants to know.
So, what did you both roll?
18.
Okay,
16.
both go before him.
Ooh.
He rolled a 10. So it goes V, then it goes Othin, and then Architect. Anyways, so that's not how you spell Architect. Anyways, so V, as he seems to like let go and he seems to pull out his saber, seemingly starting to realize you're not going to hand over the tablet. What are you two doing?
Look, all I ask is you tell me what it is. As I rage, becoming one size larger.
So, Othin, as you land as your spotted leopard form, you watch as this turtle suddenly grows in size. His shell grows as well. And what weapon are you using?
The weapon I am choosing is my great axe.
As he pulls out a great axe, putting away the tablet. What else are you doing, V?
I'm gonna try and persuade him.
barbarians.
Look, just all I ask is that you give it back after you look through it. Is that so much to ask?
information about the past is far and few between. I am one of the only ones who can understand the complexity of the eras before the Second God Wars. It would be safer in my hands. That's all the talking you can do on your turn.
Yeah, I figured.
So any
I'm
actions
well
you'd like
aware
to
it's
take?
short and concise, so that, like I said, that's my action.
Okay. Okay, then that'd be in the end of your turn?
I don't get a persuasion roll. Okay,
No.
dodge action if I can take
This
that.
guy
I guess.
has one goal and you are stopping him from achieving it. Dodge action, okay. Othin, as you land on the ground, you're about 30 feet from this man. What are you doing?
I'm gonna move up to him, and I'm going to make. I'll make one attack, and you don't stack reckless, not reckless advantage, correct?
Oh, you do a stack advantage, just they don't do anything unless you have three or more sources.
Okay, so I'm going to reckless this attack and see. Hopefully, I can get something out of it.
Okay.
So
Actually,
roll
oh fuck! I already did it.
Mm-hmm.
Can I ask you something while he's rolling that
Sure.
real quick? For if I want to shift, is that a bonus action or an action? Like for my werebear thing.
That would be an action.
Okay.
24.
I'll have to keep that in mind next time.
24?
Yep.
Give me a second. I need to calculate his health. Because I forgot.
Go ahead.
Plus, how much health does he have here? That much? Okay. 24. Damn, motherfucker. The fuck?
God. Damn.
Alright. Yeah, that hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay, so he needs to make a strength saving throw, or else he's gonna be knocked prone.
Okay. What's your DC?
Yeah, fuck his ass.
16.
16?
Mhm.
He's gonna use his legendary resistance.
Okay, and I'm gonna make a secondary attack on him.
Mhm.
2d20 plus 8.
Oh, sorry, no, he doesn't have legendary resistance. That's a different stat page. So no, you slam into him and he gets knocked into the ground. Go ahead.
Would I be able to, so I rolled so he's he's prone now, and would I be able to reckless this on top, so I'd be able to roll 3d20, or would it just be the 2?
You don't roll 2d20.
He has advantage from 3 sources. Me being so close,
Yeah.
him recklessing.
You don't get
prone.
extra dice for that. Your critical modifier reduces by 1. If you look at my homebrew rules.
My apologies. Okay, so then never mind. I do 17. Does the 17 hit him?
17 does not hit.
Okay, so all I would be doing to him will be 2d8 plus 8.
Okay. And what type of damage is this?
This will be, I think, his piercing damage. It is piercing non-magical damage.
Okay.
I do 14 damage to him as I lunge at him, slam him with one paw, and my claw just sink into his, I guess, cyborg-ish body and try and rip out some more flesh. I go for a secondary bite, but I'm assuming he's able to either pull up his saber and kind of block my jaws trying to lock down around him.
More so, as you like slam into him and you try to bite down onto him, suddenly you see like from underneath his chin, a small pipe appears and just steam pushes into your face and you jump back so it doesn't hit you and burn you.
All right.
Does that end your turn?
That will be all I can do, sir.
All right. End of your turn. He's going to use a legendary action to stand up. You see, like he doesn't even like move his hands to stand up. You see his feet suddenly invert and stand on the ground. You hear a sudden suction, and his body just stands him up as he shakes it off, and he stares at you. And he stares over towards the individual who has the item he wants, and he is going to, let's see here. Yeah. Fuck it. He's gonna look towards you, V.
Mm-hmm.
And he's gonna say, Give me the tablet. He's gonna cast Force Cage on you, Othin.
Ah, come on! Was there a save?
There is, I believe.
No, not for Force Cage.
see.
I don't think.
Yeah, the deck save to move out of the way.
Let's see. Tax slave. It's a charisma save.
Charisma? Oh, well, fuck me then. I have a plus
Well, that's what
0.
it says, yeah.
And that's
Oh, no, there's no save. You just get immediately captured by it, but if you try to teleport or leave the cage, you have to make a charisma save. So, suddenly, this cage of magical energy jumps from his blade and surrounds you, this lightning that's just striking at you. And he looks towards you, not Othin. He looks towards you, V. Give me the tablet.
Fine. I still get the info. You let him leave.
We're making deals like that now. You think you're in the position to make deals. Give me the tablet.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom.
That ends he moves 10 feet closer to you, and that ends his turn.
Not asking for the money, even.
So you're saying this traitor to our organization goes free. I do not have to pay you. I get to keep the tablets, and I just give you information and you leave.
I'm willing to make that, yes.
Make me a persuasion check with advantage.
Oh, come on, V, you got this easy.
I know, guys. I know I shouldn't give to. That's a 7.
Oh.
Someone has to use inspiration.
That's right. Someone does. They could give it to me.
If somebody was listening.
Guys,
Yes, I am listening. I will give you the DM's inspiration.
Alright.
So I
Una
just
mas.
roll again, or
You can roll again with advantage, yeah.
Okay.
I swear
Oh,
if you
thank
fuck
God.
this up. I swear if you fuck this up.
0.2.
oh,
So here's the thing.
oh.
I didn't say anything because I wanted to see if you used DM's inspiration. The DC was 5.
Oh.
Oh, come on, Goblin! Are you fucking kidding me, man?
He looks at you and goes, fine. Releases the force cage. Hand over the tablet. That will end your turn, V.
Yep.
Othin, are you doing anything hostile to him?
Are you gonna try and do anything to convince him not to?
Yes,
Mr. What are you gonna say?
As he lets go, do not attack. I am giving you a chance.
BM, I'm gonna ask. How hurt this nigga looking?
You hit
The
him
architect
pretty
makes-
good, but he's not even close to half.
I hit him pretty good, but you're not close to half, huh?
Mhm.
Are you saying we finna play ball? Is that what I'm here?
No.
Yeah.
Please.
No, I'm yeah, okay.
Out
As
of
that
character,
happens.
out of character, you've almost got him down past his Constitution modifier hit points.
Bro.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn!
Constitution modifier is fucking
He
bullshit.
is a mage. He took 14 damage.
And his Constitution modifier is almost 14.
It's higher than
Wait,
14.
no, it's over 14. What the fuck?
Okay, this guy's tanky. Okay,
Remember, out of
you know what?
character, I told you guys this a while ago. CR17.
CR17 my ass.
Okay, yeah. I think I'm gonna. Okay, yeah. So as he does this, you're gonna see the lion kind of pace back and forth as he slowly starts to revert back into Othin, and then Othin's just gonna slump on the ground, saying, "Ugh, oh fuck," and he's just gonna pass out right there.
Looks like we have a deal.
Good.
He takes Othin by the collar and throws him to you. The top.
I'm gonna catch him.
You catch Othin easily because you're bigger than him. He
Oh,
keeps his
then-
hand held out the tablet.
I'm going to return to my normal size and hand him the tablet. So, what is the info you have on it?
It's definitely before the sundering of Agaburst. The item, I could even tell you without casting the spell right now. The initials on it, I do recognize these initials. An ancient mage, an artificer of sorts, by the name of Midimika. Similar name to the Micah family here, which is funny enough. He was quite a prevalent member of the. He founded a workshop in. Give me a second to look at the name here because I do not recall it. So give me 1 second. Let's see here. It's up a bit more. Let's see here. He created a workshop in the center of Agaburst long ago, in the central island now known as Ms. Ferkelstein, and his inventions were far beyond their time, including magic and artifice. Now, let me go ahead and cast the spell I was going to, and he's going to cast Legend Lore. As he casts it, you see his visor starts to crack a little bit, and then comes back. Interesting. This device was used to save the mage himself. Within the ruins of his workshop, or the buried area of his workshop still remains in the central island of Agaburst. The heart of the vortex during this complete celestial solstice.
Oh no.
But strangely, I also got another vision. A man draped in robes. One who created an engine, a heart of annihilation. One who would free the mortals from their shells. One whose very essence is gilded. Agaburst.
Oh, fuck.
Raoul the Gilded.
The name, Raoul. A man of purpose. Another sect of our cult. Interesting.
Ooh, he is a cult.
Well, you have your information.
I have my information, and I have the agreed upon beings, I suppose.
And I will let you know this now. My job for the cult is nearing completion. I've created blueprints for a new machine already. I have a journey to partake in. So, I will no longer be causing you problems. If you decide to follow me, I will kill you on sight. And you see him turn around, pull his hand up as you watch it suddenly, like, all the fingers move into strange patterns as he creates a glyph in the center of his hand and casts teleport.
I have a good idea. We should follow him.
Fuck.
Goblin,
Yes?
kindly screw you for wasting the demon's inspiration.
Hey,
Making
fuck
me
you,
wait.
man. I wasn't saying shit, because if you said nah, that would have been fine. Like, I told you guys, this is his entire goal, is to get this tablet. So...
Yeah, I should have just ignored Karen's pleads.
Yeah.
That was
No,
my
it's,
fault. I'm sorry.
it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it.
As he
I
casts
should have
teleport,
asked for half price.
as he casts teleport, suddenly the door reappears and you see bursting in are multiple guards of the city, followed by Zai, who seems to have his hands up with magic starting to build up between. He goes, "Architect, this is..." Oh, well, I guess he's gone now.
Yeah, I have made a mistake.
Are you two okay?
Physically, yes, I'm quite fine.
At this point, Moros...
Mentally,
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
mentally, not as much.
At this point, Moros, Ghesh, and Eodos come walking in with their weapons ready. As the three of you do, you see Othin on the ground, a little bit injured. You see the turtle seemingly sweating a little bit, saying they made a mistake. And you feel the remnants of magic. High-powered magic.
No,
The
fuck.
face upon Okrin is one of visible distraught, almost of heartbreak in a way.
What did you do?
And that's where we're ending the session.
Oh no!